Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to Fontaine and to a Vega who refuses to look at the camera because she's surrounded by people. This is going to be maybe an episode that jumps around a little bit. I'm not sure. Our goal here is to finish up a world quest. However, here's our world quest. Our world quest is surrounded by the Archon quest, and so it doesn't want to continue until we do the Archon quest. After that, oh yay, we got her! After that, there were a couple more world quests that I really wanted to do before we started the Archon quest. But depending on the flow of things, I'm thinking I might just do one more before we start moving on with things, or if we find another good breaking point in the Archon quest, we might do a couple. But we'll just have to see how it goes. For now, our plan is start the Archon quest so we can finish the world quest. And we'll just see how it goes from there. I see you, sir. I see you wearing that Fatui coat. I see you with the name of Kevin's father. I know who you are. But I guess you'll simply have to wait. So, let's find this Archon quest. Where is it? Huh? Maybe we have to go back to the little hotel that we stayed at earlier? There we go.
Yep, here's the room, and it's empty and waiting for us as promised. Navia is such a good person.
Right, because this is where we're staying, so I guess we're coming home to finally rest, and some other chaotic thing is going to pop up as well.
Now that the serial disappearances case has been solved, no one's going to come after us for anything.
Paimon.
Even without Silver standing guard, we can just completely relax.
You definitely jinxed it, Paimon.
Why don't we stay and rest up here for a while? Even machines in Fontaine need to stop and recharge now and then.
If we wanted to rest, couldn't we pick somewhere with a decent view?
Oh, come on! This place isn't that bad. Besides, how often do we get to stay in an actual base?
The truth, Paimon. How do you really feel?
Oh, fine. Remember that detective story Paimon read before? Well, the author is about to release a new book, so Paimon wanted to buy it as soon as it came out and have a quiet place to read it.
Fair enough. Just don't spoil the ending for me this time. I haven't forgotten how you did that last time.
That's agreed. Come on, let's get some sleep. We'll need to be up first thing in the morning to get in line and buy a copy.
You sure you don't want to stake out the store? You seem very excited. A book release. That's a lot of fun. You and Paimon relax for a while, and then something happens.
Paimon didn't expect that style at all. Even though it's a detective novel, it's also like a social documentary. Whew. It's actually pretty good.
Wow, she read that whole thing? That was fast. Unless what, it's been a couple days? You just finished it? You're a pretty slow reader, Paimon.
No. Paimon just spends a bit more time sleeping than you, that's all.
How many days has it been? Ah, I've lost all sense of time.
Excuse me, but do you know if the Traveler and Paimon are lodging here?
I'm sorry, does it say auditor? Did I not pay my taxes or something? Isadora?
Huh?
I don't have a business.
Who are you? Paimon doesn't recall seeing you before. Wait, you're not here to give us trouble, are you?
Oh god, is this it? Is the other shoe dropping? Are we about to be arrested for something? I've been waiting for this day since we arrived in Fontaine.
A blonde traveler.
I demand a
and
duel.
chatty little fairy. Looks like I found the place. Good thing I asked the Spina di Rosula. Seems they sent me the right way.
We've been betrayed. We've been sold out.
Hey, what do you mean by chatty? Paimon's always careful not to talk too much. Most of the time, anyway.
Paimon, you are infamously incapable of keeping a secret. You know this, right?
It's an honor to meet you both. I was sent from the Palais Mermonia. Monsieur Nourillet wishes to see you.
Okay.
It seems he has something important to discuss in person.
Okay, maybe we're actually being contracted for something, maybe? Or he found something he wants to share with us?
Nouvelette? He wants to see us again already? Huh. We talked so much the last time we met. Has something happened since then?
What if he found something about our sibling?
I am not privy to the details. It would be best if he came to the Palais Mermonia and asked Monsieur Nourillet in person.
Oh my god, what if he found something about our sibling? But then why would he send an auditor to come find us? I guess maybe sending the Maréchal Phantom would be scarier?
If you say so, but Paimon has a bad feeling about this.
Oh no, Paimon, you have a bad feeling about this? You're gonna give me a bad
Now that
feeling
I've
about
delivered
this.
the message, I'll take my leave.
Thank you for your time, Isadora.
Thanks! We haven't left the room for a few days, so we'll head over once we've freshened up a bit.
Oh, so it has been a few days. Okay, there's Act 3. Great, they just give us a little teaser of what's to come. A tea party most thorny. So, see, I would be concerned that if Paimon has a bad feeling, maybe we are to be arrested. But if we were to be arrested, they would have just sent someone to arrest us. Not to give us a polite summons, you know? A tea party. So maybe we're going to go meet some people? Why would they want us to meet people? We've been specifically requested? I'm so intrigued. But now that we are free from the Archon quest, let me check. It's probably at the Palais now. Hello. The Archon quest has vanished from the face of Tevat. It's gone forever. No, it's at the Palais, so maybe it's just not showing up because we have to go inside. Well, it usually does. Oh, we're just not navigating. Okay, let us navigate to this world quest. This is the one we were trying to finish, so let's finish this really quick. And this is kind of a good breaking point. We'll have to see how things go. Hello, Ballard. Are you Kevin's father? You're here. You were anticipating us? So, did you bring the goods? Who are you? What are you talking about? What goods? Huh, that's not the code. Who are you? Shoot, I gotta get out of here. Huh? Were we exchanging passphrases just now? Forget that. Hurry! Don't let him get away. Get him. Get him, Talochard. I'll throw you. Oh, whoa. That was weird. That was weird. Alright, get the guy. Talk to the Fatui. Hey, and investigate. Hang on, just a sec, sir. Please don't run away too quickly. Yay, Mora. Oh, that's right, we need to level people. Oh, we got stuck. That's hilarious. We finally got up to you. But why run like that? That was exhausting. Stop. Stop chasing after me. I haven't done anything wrong. Why run if you're innocent? That won't hold up in court. Why don't you tell me what crimes I've committed, huh? You stole Sir Arthur. Hey! I didn't steal that. Quite certain someone stole it now, aren't we? Ah. Crud. Definitely a father. He's using kid-friendly swears. Don't even think about trying to weasel your way out of this. We even know you've been looking for a way to sneak into the paper's office. Take a look at my uniform, then take a look at your own. Are you trying to cause an international crisis? Do you want to say bye-bye to your life? Oh, wait, it's that serious? No. After I complete this mission, I'll be able to retire early. Don't be like this. Then why don't you try making this a bit easier for me, If you make things difficult for me, then it's only fair that I do the same. Picture your retired life for a moment. When you sit down to eat, you'll look across and see me. Every date you go on, I'll be your chaperone. And for every travel photo that you'll take, I'll be there too, smiling. No, stop. That's enough. Don't terrify me like that. I'll come clean, all right? It's not like it's a secret anyway. I'm Ballard, a peripheral intelligence officer. What? Peripheral? Peripheral, yes. Means is that I'm not very important. I was tasked with locating a research base belonging to a scientist known as Mosso Lombroso. Lombroso? That's what the dog was named, wasn't it? Maybe that's why they were messing with, Rocher. Mosso Lombroso? Isn't that Dr. Mosso? You've heard of him too. He passed away some 30 years ago, and his research base is said to contain valuable information. No one knows its location. Well, let's just ask Curves. What does that have to do with the Steambird? Because Dr. Mosso's death is linked to the Steambird. I'm sure the paper knows something. It's linked to the paper? Or maybe it's linked to the bird itself. Do you think he built it? Correct. That's why I contacted one of their editors, Genk, hoping to get the inside scoop. Isn't that the editor who was arguing with Talochard? Would he reveal the paper's inside info? I sent him a small gift. Do you recall that the paper recently exposed the elegant tableware confrérie scammers? I provided the details of their crimes. Whoa, so you did that! You are really amazing, huh? Thank you. Though I may only be peripheral personnel, but I'm one of the better ones. Anyway, the exclusive report gave Zhenk's reputation quite a boost. But when I contacted him again, he said he had nothing to repay me with. Utterly despicable.
That's when you decided to sneak in?
Indeed. But I noticed something odd when I got there that night. The signature steambird at the door was gone. So it wasn't even you? I would have guessed at this point that the bird just left on its own, but it can't fly.
It vanished before you arrived? Ugh, not again.
That's right, and there was an envelope on its pedestal. The letter! Acting on my instincts as an intelligence officer, I opened the envelope. To my surprise, it was full of threats.
What? The envelope at the scene! How could you sneak a peek at someone else's letter? Let us look too!
Ahem. Luckily, I've kept it with me. Please, help yourselves. Mysterious threat letter. To the steambird. Mosso's death 30 years ago is still in my mind. Whenever I think of your paper's rhetoric, which intentionally passes off falsehoods as truth, I simply cannot suppress my indignation. As such, I have taken Sir Arthur captive. I eagerly await your paper's sincere repentance. Issue a public apology and surrender Mosso's legacy. Should you continue to spin a web of lies that obfuscates the truth, I will be left with no choice but to slay that steambird. Crow or blackbird. Okay, the insistence on truth makes me suspect Curve. But the mention of crow or blackbird makes me think of, what is our dear friend's name? Talochard? Because didn't she call us, a crow last time? Are you done? Are you done? The one who signed it, crow or blackbird, is the criminal you're looking for.
But, is this for real? Is the paper really linked to Dr. Mosso's death?
There's no mistake. The inheritance mentioned here is probably Dr. Mosso's research base. The paper definitely knows something. Later on, I put out some feelers in my circles, hoping this crow or blackbird would be willing to meet with me. If she's in the same line of work, that is. Best case scenario, we can work together, and even if that fails, I didn't want her to raise any alarms, as it would only disturb my work. But, as it turns out, we're the only ones who showed up.
Talochard, it seems you made a mistake again. Huh? Talochard, what's wrong?
Aw. Curve, tell me now. Tell me this guy's lying. Biological indicators detected to be normal. Mr. Ballard is telling the truth. Ballard. Ballard?
Darn it, you peripheral! Why aren't you the culprit? You've lost me my uniform. Calm down, Talochard. We weren't serious.
Don't pay it any mind.
But I mind. I was serious. I care about whether I'm useful. I said I would figure it out from among the 4 suspects, yet none of them was the culprit. I guess I'm just completely useless. Editor-in-Chief Euphrasia was right to ask for your help. I should just take off this uniform and leave.
Relevant information detected. Agent Talochard, you can be useful. You can write for the Steambird's fantasy column, just like Editor Jenks suggested. That's not comforting in the least.
Wouldn't it be better to just name Mr. Ballard the criminal? At least that might make Talochard feel better.
Well, Paimon, if he's innocent, we can't just blame him. Miss Paimon, are you suggesting that I lie? Can lies be a source of comfort?
That doesn't count as a lie. Paimon means that when you're comforting someone, sincerity is what counts. For example, when Paimon is worried about gaining weight from eating too many slimes, Vega might say that Paimon would still be cute even if she gets fat, or something like that.
Yes, I would sincerely comfort Paimon. No, I would feel sorry for the slimes. No, I would just call out Paimon for being a glutton. Yes, I would sincerely comfort Paimon, but also I would feel sorry for the slimes.
What? Are you really that concerned about slimes?
You should feel a kinship with them, Paimon. Don't you remember all those dreams you had where you were a slime? Don't you think you would have a little bit of empathy for them at this point?
That's enough. Curve can only analyze biological data. He can't understand all of that. Forget it. You can go, Ballard.
Thank you so much.
Huh? Talochard, you... Paimon, Vega, I know you two are both amazing and tenacious. But I'm just a stupid piece of deadwood that is always rolling downhill and finding new lows. I break at the slightest touch. I'm sorry, but from here on out, I'll just leave everything up to you.
Oh, Talochard. Goodness, that was self-negative.
I'd like to buy both of you dinner one last time tonight. We'll go to a nice fancy place like Hotel de Board, so you won't have to eat the trash I make.
Talochard, come on.
But Paimon hates farewell dinners. Curve, talk some sense into her.
Also, the last time we went to Hotel de Board, someone tried to assassinate our companion. But who knows, maybe if we go back there, we'll get a new lead. Agent Talochard, I suggest you reconsider writing for the Steambird's fantasy column.
Alright, that's enough. I really need to think things through. Anyway, I'll see all of you at Hotel de Board tonight. Don't forget to come. Paimon knows Talochard is a straightforward person, but it still feels so sudden. Was today really that bad?
It probably wasn't just about today.
Paimon hopes she gets better by tonight. Let's get some rest too. Paimon's quite tired after so much investigating.
Ballard's testimony. And confirmed footprints. Okay. The letter. And we're free. Wait until 7. That's de Board right above us, isn't it? Okay, well, we are free as a bird. This place, which was so dangerous before, is now open to us once more. Let's go ahead and teleport up. Can I teleport to this place? Where am I? I'm over here. Is this Hotel de Board? It is. And what is that? Café Lutis. I don't recall such a place. We should go there. I think I messed up my DPI. 1 second. There we go. Okay. I think I'm back to normal. Great. So here's the hotel. Yeah, that cafe. I don't think I've ever been there. Or maybe that's the place that I checked out and decided not to go to until I had a higher reputation. Let us... Time! Yay! You know what would be cool? Oh no, we probably won't be able to see anything. I was gonna say if we could like plant ourselves in front of a clock and watch it whir by as we advance time, but actually with the camera rising like it does, we probably won't be able to see the clock anymore. So... was it 1900? Yes. There we go. Or it could, for once in its life, not raise itself. Is it because we're in the city? Oh well. Time for dinner. You ready, Paimon? This is turning into quite the extent of World Quest, isn't it? Not R&R levels, of course, but we're having a whole little mini investigation minigame. I love it. Eloise, a critic. What are you a critic of? Look at your dog. It matches you. Is something the matter? In a bad mood, perhaps? Thanks for asking. I was just here for a quick meal. Not to have a waiter look down his nose at me for picking the wrong wine to go with my food. I mean, aren't both Chardonnay and Court white wines? Why do people have to make such a hue and cry about something as simple as a meal? The most infuriating thing is that when I tried to resolve the situation by following his recommendation, not only was the price cheaper, but the flavor really was better than the one I'd picked originally. I mean, I should have thanked him, but his attitude really was... Darn it. That's really funny. He gave her good advice, and it made her mad because he was so aloof about it. What are you thinking about? Why are our legal systems and court processes the way they are? I've been to other nations, and upon learning their laws, I've come to find our theatrical trials less and less bearable. Such drama denigrates the law and affects the development of art. What in the world are the higher-ups thinking? Oh, Eloise, I like you. I want you to meet, what is her name? What is her name? What is her name? Where is she? Ooh, oh my god, friendship. Escoffier. I think Eloise and Escoffier would get along. Oh my gosh, what is this? Oh, apparently I reached friendship level 10 with Lynette. Wow, that's so cute. I love it. Is someone else? Renee! Friendship! Adorable. It's like the Steambird bird, but it's a pear instead. Oh, I didn't even realize I had those. Leon, who was it? You. You've got a little menu sign. Ooh. There's so many. Lasagna? I want... Oh my god, I want lasagna. Yep, I'll get lasagna. I wonder what it does. I'm wondering if any of... Rainbow macarons, these are definitely... There's gotta be Navia's signature dish. No. I'm just wondering if some of these are the signature dishes of some Fontanian character. Why is there like blood behind you? Goodness me. Bag. Let's learn these. Lasagna, steak tartare, and the macarons. I need a cooking place. I need a cooking place. I want to see if I have Navia's signature dish yet. Oh, you know, I suppose probably at this point I've seen one of her birthdays. I probably have her signature dish. Let's look for macarons, okay? Oh! Delicious rainbow macarons. Decreasing climbing and sprinting stamina. So I have some. Ooh. Pick what you like. Yes, Navia's specialty. I knew it. Okay. Look at the little faces. They're adorable. And it's the sprinting stamina just increased for the duration. So it's definitely from this. Yay! We got a signature dish. This must be Venti's. And this must be the base? No? Yes it is. So what's this? Oh. I must have failed to make it at some point. That's hilarious. It looks like bones. I'm not gonna lie. Yikes. Oh, look at it. It's so cool. Oh, I might be able to do that again, huh? I should check. Anyways. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. Wait, I can go up though? Let's up here. I am going the right way. Never doubt me. Huh? They're talking about the shows, but what, the dishes? Lynette stays away from the dishes? Should I redo my storage plan for the tableware again? Oh, what about the tableware? Well, I'm currently considering how to arrange the various utensils we use here at the hotel. I used to place them in a rack close to the outside, which would make them easy to take into use. But Lynette once knocked them over when she was invited to perform here, causing them to clatter to the ground, shattering on impact. What are your tableware made out of? Crystal? Fortunately, Lynette wasn't hurt. Everyone would surely have been grieved if her beautiful face was injured by mistake. I happen to agree with you. I know, right? Back then, Lynette didn't blame us for not taking care of the tableware better. She even apologized, saying that this sort of thing always happens to her. Maybe she only said that so we wouldn't feel too awkward about things. I mean, she seems rather cold, but she's actually super modest and polite. Yeah, because I have not known her to be clumsy. You think that for a magic show, you actually have to be quite dexterous. So maybe she was just trying to make them feel better. Oh, she's on a box. That's adorable. Oh my god, wait, she's out of uniform. Whoa. Paimon, Vega, good evening. Talochard, your clothes. You haven't resigned already, have you? Not just yet. I just took off my uniform because it makes me feel much lighter. So, do I look good in these? Not bad at all. You look much better. Even your voice sounds gentler. This must be the right life for me. Since I can't do anything well, it's best not to do anything at all. Stop thinking like that. It just so happened to be a really tricky case. It isn't just this case. Have you heard of Fontaine's Aquabus? Did you used to be a tour guide?
That's how we got to Fontaine. Then you must have taken the Clementine line, right? Aval is the tour guide there, and Elphane is in charge of the Navia line. Actually, I used to be a tour guide too. I was the guide on the third line, the Callus line. It used to travel to the Fontaine Research Institute, but service was suspended due to the incident. Whoa, you used to be a tour guide? That's awesome!
Paimon's found a kindred spirit, you know? She's also a guide. I wonder if she feels a camaraderie.
It's not awesome at all. Tour guides aren't exactly the elite. Being assigned as a tour guide is what happens when you're bad at being an agent.
Hey, I think Aval and Elphine are very good at their jobs.
Oh, so you returned to Marichoise Phantom because the line stopped operating?
Not quite. I was laid off due to complaints from tourists. Some praised me in person, but wrote complaints as soon as I got home. They said my voice grates, like a crow. Oh, Talochard. These crow references of yours. I couldn't accept it. Oh, I don't mean the complaints. I couldn't accept that they told me I was doing well to my face when they clearly had a problem with me. I'll let you in on a secret. Editor Zhank was the first to complain that I sounded like a crow. Was he? He's such a hypocrite. Is it him? Maybe she was right all along. He is the culprit.
No wonder you were arguing with him back then. Paimon sorta gets it now.
Let's not dwell on annoying stuff like that. Now's the time to focus on enjoying some delicious food. Hotel de Bourg was recommended by the official tourist guide. I may not like it, but I think you might. Thanks, Talochard. You even took us to a place you don't even like to suit our tastes.
But shouldn't we wait for Curve? He's not here yet.
It's fine. He doesn't eat this kind of thing anyway. He just wants to record Hotel de Bourg's data into his line learning module.
His lie learning module? Curve really is special.
Yes, I'm very happy to have met him. However, his core is aging rapidly, so he will go into hibernation mode soon. His body parts can be replaced, but not his core.
Hibernate? Are you trying to say...
He will stop moving. Forever. I'm really just completely useless, aren't I? I can't solve my cases as an agent. I get complaints as a tour guide. And let's not even talk about my attempts at making breakfast. Now I can't even manage evidence properly. Did you sneak out to try and get Curve repaired? No one but Dr. Moso can repair Curve. I just wanted him to see more about how humans lie and to help him overcome the Moso protocols. Overcome the Moso protocols? Why? That would be amazing. Curve could even become a genuine human. Feels like Paimon just heard something incredible. Dr. Moso's true goal was to create a machine that would gradually become human by understanding the lies and humanity. That's Curve's ultimate form. Legends say that a Fontanian sign... Oh my god. Guillotine is Elaine's last name. They're the same person. Where's my Guillotine note? Where's my Elaine note? Elaine... Oh, let me read this legend too. Guillotine... It's the same person. Oh my god. Also, he created a thinking machine? I know, didn't he create the mechs in general? Created a thinking machine hundreds of years ago, and Dr. Moso seemed to want to surpass that.
A thinking machine made by Elaine Guillotine?
Could that be... Seymour? Oh, could it be? Seymour is very intelligent and can speak. Seymour? But can understanding lies make someone human? Dr. Moso believed that humans have various reasons for lying, with various feelings underlying those reasons. It is those emotions that make them human. So he created a no-lying protocol. If Curve learns to lie like humans one day... No, Talochard, maybe you'd be good as a philosopher, or as a historian. You certainly know your facts. Then it means that he's no longer bound by his machine programming, and has acquired human emotions. We're out here investigating cases because I want him to see how humans lie. I want him to learn.
Then you definitely can't give up. Shouldn't we fight harder to give Curve more time?
But how? Dr. Moso is gone now. But his research base is still out there. Right. There must be a maintenance manual or something. I went through everything already and didn't find anything about the base. How about the newspaper? Would they have any leads?
Didn't the Fatuous say something like that too?
That guy was an amateur. If the Marchese Phantom doesn't know, then the newspaper certainly won't.
You're just looking for excuses, Talochard. You're actually just afraid of failure, aren't you? No one fails forever. If you've hit rock bottom, your only way is up.
I've hit rock bottom? Yeah, you even took off your uniform. So, I won't fail anymore?
That's right.
Hi, Curve.
You absolutely will not fail again.
In my humble analysis, Miss Paimon is lying. Also, I really want to know Curve's real name. Called out.
Hey, wait a sec. Curve, couldn't you have just shown up a little bit later?
But such lies have a chance to mold reality.
What are you talking about, Curve? Lies molding reality?
30 years ago, Dr. Mosso and I performed our first public test in Hotel de Board. At that time, there were only 4 tables, 8 chairs, and a waiter, who was also the owner. He said to me, "Restaurant de Board will certainly become a renowned luxury hotel." It was just like Miss Paimon's statement, a lie based on sincerity. But today, as you all can see, the board has exquisite carpeting, expensive decorations, 2 dining areas, and an endless stream of guests. I think that if the lie about the board became true, then the statement that Agent Talochard will not fail again has the possibility of becoming true. Shutting down the lie learning module.
Was Curve being a little odd just now? What was he talking about?
He's forming his own opinions.
It's the lie learning module. It resides in Curve's core, and once it's enabled, it makes Curve spew a bunch of illogical nonsense.
I'm starting to doubt Curve's reliability. I think Curve has a point.
Well, Paimon thinks that some humans say things that don't make sense. Does that mean Curve is improving?
It does.
Talochard, are you just gonna give up just when Curve is showing signs of improvement? Well, can you please say that thing again? Say what?
You've hit rock bottom. You absolutely will not fail again.
Oh, that's right, because you've already hit rock bottom. I get it. Then I'll try again one more time. If Curve is still learning, then I have to help him. Wow, Talochard really is like a child sometimes. She gets moody so quickly, but also perks up just as quickly.
Sounds like you, Paimon.
Is Paimon not mature enough?
You're even shorter than Talochard. Relax, Paimon. You're pretty mature.
Oh, just stop with the chit-chat. Just stop with the chit-chat. We should take action at once. Since the newspaper might know something, let's keep our eyes on the prize and keep investigating the theft. Since there are 4 of us, why don't we each roleplay as a suspect and recreate the crime scene? We might even find a breakthrough. Wow, Talochard's brain is working fast. Paimon likes that idea. Let's go to the Steambird now.
My voice is getting tired. With all these high-pitched voices. But it's just so hard not to give the mellow scenes a voice that's high-pitched. It just seems to suit them, you know? World quests. You don't say. We are indeed working on one right now. Pardon us. It would be really funny if some of those clues that I didn't find earlier are still here. I'm gonna add them to my evidence.
You're the smallest here, Paimon, so you be Kevin. I'll be Dirty Rocher. Mr. Ballard is here for Dr. Mosso, so let Curve be him. Then all that's left is the redhead.
Leave it to me.
Alright, everyone's got their roles, so let's reenact the night of Sir Arthur's disappearance. What did all of these guys do? The first thing to reenact is the order of their arrival.
I'm a treasure hoarder now. Incredible. So, you arrived first. The letter or the knife? Which came first? I don't know. So you? According to Ballard, he had been to the scene of the crime before, but when he arrived, Sir Arthur was already missing. At that time, he noticed a letter at the scene. His intelligence operative's instincts kicked in, leading him to open the letter, read it, and take it with him. According to intrepid Valbury, he had been to the scene of the crime before, but when he arrived, Sir Arthur was already missing. As an act of retaliation, he took out a dinner knife and stuck it there to say, "Now this is a warning for them." In addition, he saw a smelly drunk as foul as Rocher. So you must be next. And he had seen Sir Arthur intact and untouched, but when he awoke, Sir Arthur was gone, having to oh dear. Can I remove you? Switch. So you were first because you saw him. A small silhouette was fleeing. But you have to have been second or third. and then you. Now, the only person who is a wild card is, what is your name? Ballard. Because he found the letter. Nobody else interacted with the letter. I want to say that makes him earlier rather than later, because he moved the letter, and nobody else did, but we'll see. All he saw at the scene was an old drunkard and a knife. He grabbed the knife and fled. That's my guess. Yay!
Incredible! Vega is absolutely correct. I am the first to arrive. I'm Rocher, a middle-aged man who was kicked out by his wife. I've been loitering around here because I'm trying to get a job at the paper.
Look at this cinematic aspect ratio.
On the night of the incident, I drank a little, and I remember Sir Arthur sitting on its precious pedestal before I got completely drunk. Later on, I fell asleep by the road, and then...
I'm Ballard, the second suspect to arrive at the scene. I immediately noticed that Sir Arthur wasn't where it should be. So, the real Steve stole Sir Arthur between the time of my arrival and Mr. Rocher falling asleep, and that criminal left a letter full of threats for the paper. Acting on my intelligence officer's instincts, I read the letter left by the thief and took it with me from the scene. After that, technically, everything that dear Curve is saying at the moment is a lie. This is all hypothetical. Impressive that you can say lies, I guess, when they're hypotheticals. Oh my god, look at her face. I'm up next. I'm Intrepid Valbury, Director 42 of a criminal gang. I wanted revenge on the paper, so I planned to run Sir Arthur straight through. Indeed. But Sir Arthur was gone when I got there. I was furious, but there was nothing I could do. I just stabbed the knife into the pedestal to scare them and left.
It's finally Paimon's turn. I'm Kevin, a problem child. I'm here to get Sir Arthur to spread the word that my dad's a big fat weasel. But Sir Arthur was gone, and there was a knife in its favorite pedestal. I tried to look for it, but all I found was a smelly old man.
I love her little O face.
I somehow woke him, and that terrified me. I took the knife to defend myself and ran as fast as I could. I didn't even notice when a button got torn off my clothes. Indeed, I'm that smelly old man. The commotion Kevin made woke me up, and I vaguely caught sight of him running off with something. After that, I looked toward the paper's office and saw that Sir Arthur was missing. I was afraid of becoming a suspect, so I hurried back to my usual haunt at the docks. Is this everything that happened? Paimon thinks our reenactment went perfectly, but did we miss anything?
The threatening letter.
That's right! We forgot about that letter. Since the thief's motive is tied to the incident from 30 years ago, the paper should have some idea about the thief's identity, right? Yeah, but the paper is still in the dark on all of this. We should deliver this letter to them immediately. How could we have overlooked something so crucial? Because all of you were too busy trying to console me. I'm so sorry for being a burden. You shouldn't think like that, Talochard. Haven't you read through Dr. Mosso's case files? Those should be really exclusive information. Ah, now that you mentioned those, I forgot to tell you about the contents. Let's go over there to discuss it. Dr. Mosso's death is closely linked to the paper, so it feels weird to talk about it right outside their front door.
And away we go.
I wish I could read that sign. This spot is perfect. You wanted to know why Dr. Mosso was tried, right? It actually stemmed from public opinion. Public opinion? Well, not long after the existence of Dr. Mosso's lie detector was made public, the Steambird published several articles on it and quickly drew the public's attention.
I wonder if people compared it to the Oratrice, maybe. Saw a connection there? Relevant information retrieved. Mosso exclusive. Behind the lies. Mosso protocols. Protocols to watch. Lie detector. A game of authority.
The paper used special features like these to incite widespread fear and worry among the general public. Soon, public opinion began to turn against Dr. Mosso.
What were they worried about?
For example, how to guarantee that the lie detector's output is credible. What would happen if a suspect in a trial isn't lying, but Curve says he is? would mistrials and injustice result? But if Curve's reliability can be guaranteed, then those concerns would evaporate.
Relevant information retrieved. Content from Lie Detector, a game of authority. When using protocols to restrict authority, the central question is not the lie detector's reliability, but its ability to remain independent from outside authorities.
As the article points out, Curve is just a machine. So, what would happen if the people put their trust in Curve, yet someone could control Curve and use it to falsify results?
This feels very significant. The subtext of this quest just suddenly became about the Oratrice, I swear. Especially because I've been by the Steambird before, and this quest didn't trigger then. I'm guessing this only triggers after you complete Act 2. I say parallels.
The Moso protocols are there to prevent that, right?
Relevant information retrieved. Content from Moso protocols to watch. It must be noted that as the Moso protocols are man-made, there is a possibility of them being modified. This may prove to be a well-concealed trap.
Whoa, are they accusing Dr. Moso of secretly tampering? Or leaving back doors? This is just the beginning. All sorts of other characters piled on after the Steambird triggered the first outpouring of public opposition.
Relevant information retrieved. Fish can't live in clear water. Reject a goldfish bowl world. Published by the Seven Nations Gazette. Shocking misjudgment of the lie detector. Published by Short Anthologies.
Shocking misjudgment of the lie detector? Did Curve make a mistake?
That was just a lie, of course. Curve was never involved in any case, much less in misjudging one. But that's how public opinion works, and so it was all downhill from there for Dr. Moso. In the end, some even came forward and made accusations against the doctor. They called the lie detector a total scam, and all the results were completely manufactured. They believed the doctor was deceiving the public in an attempt to gain the power to pass judgment over others, and so they demanded the doctor be severely punished and that the lie detector be destroyed.
But aren't those accusations a little too serious? Would anyone even believe stuff like that?
Many did. They were all just ordinary people, so how could they differentiate the truth from lies? When we don't have access to sufficient information, we believe what others want us to believe. And it just so happened that at such a critical juncture, the Steambird did something huge. They provided evidence that exposed Dr. Moso as having falsified results. Their evidence was key to Dr. Moso's conviction. Wow, yeah, so I can see why somebody who is on Dr. Moso's side would have it out for the Steambird.
Evidence? Did Dr. Moso really deceive everyone?
The doctor refused to admit it, of course, and so he died defending himself in a duel. Only then did things start to calm down. The paper's reputation skyrocketed, and a useless fake like Curve was soon forgotten. It was just left with the Marichoise Phantom as evidence. So is Curve the real deal or not? Well, I think Curve is the real deal, and Dr. Moso was wrongly accused.
Then, was the evidence presented by the paper falsified? Or did they make a mistake?
But the person who wrote the threatening letter seems to think that the paper deliberately fabricated those lies in search of fame, profit, or something else.
Oh, then could she be someone very close to Dr. Moso? Back for revenge?
Paimon would definitely avenge Vega if Vega was wronged like that. Ugh, Paimon can't bear to think about it. Thanks, Paimon. Don't jinx me, Paimon. But Dr. Moso passed away 30 years ago. So someone very close to him... I wonder if Euphrasia knows anything.
Should we go see her then?
Don't worry. She wasn't in charge of the paper at the time, and I don't think Euphrasia is a bad person.
Fine. Looks like we'll have to ask her about it tomorrow. Today was a real information overload. Paimon's head needs some time to recover.
Alright, then let's head home, get some rest, and meet outside the paper tomorrow morning. I'm pretty sure it just became morning. Oh my god. We just got spotted. Someone just saw us. That's my, oh my god, my number one suspect. The red and the black. You had red hair. Come back here. Where'd you go? Were you an employee? Who was that? Oh my god. Priority suspect, I swear. Wait, wait! Can I look at my book anymore? My quest book, where is it? Ooh. Ooh. Wonder where that's from. Oh, can I not see it anymore? Darn it. Ooh, Renee! Oh my god, wait. Renee, you wanted to surpass mortality. Is that what your goal was? Interesting. Because I think that girl might match the portrait. Yes! Yes! Oh, nice! We got the missing 2 testimonies! I'm so happy. I'm thinking of this. Doesn't that look like her? That's adorable also. That's really cute. So maybe this is Dr. Mosa's daughter? Well, there's only one way to find out, isn't there? I promise, I'm trying to get experience. Let's see. I'm working on... Oh, hello. I should turn that off. Road to the Singularity? Ooh, in the wake of Narcissus, the wild fairy of Aeneas? Ooh. Okay, everything is only 20 experience though. Oh, but I want to learn everything. Let's see if there's... So these are claims. So the, what are they called? The Archon quest will give us more. That makes sense. I'm just trying to kind of burn these into my brain so if I see them pop up. Curious. Okay. Well, I think if we go to the next day, we'll be able to continue, no? Oh, there's one of the quests in the thing. Great, great. Oh, that's another one. Catherine. Hey, where'd it go? Eh? Is it gone? Or am I just not seeing it? Well, they said talk to Euphrasia the next day, so let's give it a whirl, I guess. Let's go to the next day. And if Euphrasia won't speak to us, I know what I want to do with the rest of our time. There's another world quest that I want to pick up. I was thinking I wanted to go to the Melusine village and at least pick up one of the world quests. I was waiting for us there. Euphrasia? Huh. How mysterious. Okay, yeah, we really can't talk to her. Maybe I have to wait a real world day? I guess that's what I'll try. But alright, as mentioned, let's go to Elinas. We also have a lot of exploration over there that we need to do. I wanted to do at least one of the quests in the village. Just to get these started, because if I don't start them at some point, I'll never do them. So I was thinking I would kind of walk around a bit and see who has an interesting looking world quest. So you have a quest, your name is? Oh, Constantiana, out your florist. You have a quest. Very Nata. Do I have any other options? Oh, there's one up there?
Hi.
Now that's mysterious. You don't have a quest over your name. Ooh. Oh, that's a shortcut. Okay. Let's pick up one of these quests. I'm kind of tempted to do Constantiana's because I'm guessing it'll have something to do with the flowers and seeds. Oh, when I thought I saw one up there, what I saw was actually this chimney of water bubbles. Yeah, according to the map, these are only 2 options. Okay, so let's pick up one of those, but let's talk to question marks first, because question marks is always very intriguing.
Hey, what are you doing under a waterfall? Are you gonna take a bath or something? If that's the case, we won't disturb you.
What bath? Oh yeah, let's try to give her a simple voice. What bath?
I am pondering some profound questions. If I must say, I suppose I am meditating.
Oh, you're dressed just like our good friend. Guess this is Melusine Couture.
If you hadn't come thundering along and interrupted my train of thought, perhaps I would already come up with the answers.
Meditating? Oh, we're really sorry.
Let's see. a human most strange, and a rainbow balloon. You two must be from outside the village? Right! Paimon's Paimon, and she's Vega. Wait a sec. Though you're right to say that we're not from here, what do you mean, a rainbow balloon? Oh, right. You might not see it that way. I almost forgot about that again.
About what? Different perspectives?
Let me think. Right, Vega. What does Paimon look like to you?
She looks like a white specter, like emergency food. Paimon's Paimon. Oh, she looks like emergency food.
Now that's just wrong!
Interesting.
But to my eyes, Paimon is just like a little rainbow balloon floating in the air, and her string seems to extend upward to somewhere above the sky itself.
Really? What does that mean?
That? Seriously?
When you said balloon, I was thinking of like the thing when we first arrived in Fontaine and Linny had that little thing from me to her. But you're saying her string goes upward? Oh god, Paimon, are you a puppet? Are you like the little light on the faces of anglerfish? The decoy for someone much greater? Oh my god, if there is a greater version of Paimon, like literally physically huge, I want to meet her. I want to meet every version of Paimon. You've got a book! Ooh, what book is it? Yes, and what does Vega look like to your eyes, Paimon?
Of course, Paimon's golden-haired traveling companion. Don't tell Paimon you see something else.
What I see? If I really must say, then I see a monster that looks like it could swallow the world in a single bite? Okay. Do you like to read fantasy What? I'm so curious. You know what? I really want this person to meet Albedo, actually. I feel like that would be a really interesting conversation. Because he would be willing to take everything they say as, like, a possibility, you know? I feel like he'd be willing to test each one of their thoughts.
That's way too scary. Are you serious?
Of course I'm serious.
Perhaps you've heard that we Melusines can see things that humans cannot see.
Can you? I've heard that you have excellent hearing.
But for some reason, I see things differently, even when compared to other Melusines. I can always find things that have been hidden.
Are you gonna teach us how to do this? Are you gonna send us on like a fetch quest? Wait, you didn't have a world quest button though.
I have read that the nature of things is hidden beneath them, and this nature decides their future. Not that I know what that means.
Oh, so you read very mysterious books, don't you? I'm reminded all of a sudden that the allegory of the cave has popped up a couple times here, hasn't it?
If that's the case, how did you know that we're outsiders?
Well,
though what we see is different, we can still find ideas that we have in common. Just like how you can tell a flower is still a flower, no matter how strange the color, right? As long as I spend enough time with everyone, I can grasp the concepts that everyone talks about, and then pretend to fit in.
Are you not a Melusine? Well, she just said other Melusines, so maybe. Maybe she is Melusine. But it'd be really cool if she wasn't. I feel bad, though. We found another Melusine who feels like she doesn't fit in.
If you hadn't looked special in my eyes at all, I wouldn't have struggled to find the right concept to describe you. As I thought, it seems that I still have lots to learn. That's a whole bunch of stuff that Paimon didn't really get. On that note, we've been talking for ages, but we don't even know your name.
What is a name but an artificial code that confers false uniformity on different perceptions? Still, everyone calls me Canotilla, I guess.
And you may do so as well. Wow, you talk in such a roundabout way, just like a scholar.
Roundabout?
Is that how you see it? I don't usually talk with humans from outside, so I don't quite understand your methods of communication. I am merely making deductions and inferences based on what I have read in books.
I love you. I love her.
You keep talking about what you've read in books. Do Melusines read too?
Melusine. I keep forgetting. It's Melusine. It must be really inconvenient for you to turn the pages, right? I wasn't expecting there to be books here.
Yes, an amazing scholar left them behind, all hidden inside a secret base.
All of what I just said, I learned from those books. Oh my god, are you talking about Jacob? Jacob Ingold? Possibly? Have you read Jacob's research? Tell me everything you know, please.
There's even a book here that I couldn't understand. Meditation has allowed me to comprehend it.
Ever so little of it. Meditation has allowed you to comprehend it? You just, like, as in you thought about it for a long time, or is there something going on? I'm so fascinated. Wow.
But lately, I've been making no progress, no matter how I rack my brain. That's why I came here to meditate and try to find the way forward. A book that can't be understood. Aren't arcane secrets never meant to be known by anyone, usually encrypted in books like that? Speaking of secrets, that usually means treasure. Now that Paimon thinks about it, she's getting curiouser and curiouser. If you're interested, why don't I take you there to have a look?
Please! Maybe that's why she had question marks. Maybe she's gonna unlock a new area for us.
That book is important to me, and I must find a way to understand it. You appear to be knowledgeable, well-informed outsiders. Perhaps you'll be able to understand that book quite easily.
I've certainly solved a puzzle or two. Our experience tends to be more on the practical side. Let's be optimistic.
That's right! We're like super professionals at this. Come on, Ganotia, show us the way!
Book of Esoteric Revelations? That sounds super cool, but on the other hand, maybe it sounds a little bit too cool. Hey, we ended up finding a world quest in the end, didn't we? Book. What is, oh, yikes. Semi-automatic foraging? Ooh, maybe I'll get a foraging upgrade if I go there. Oh, secret bases in the warm place? Ooh, definitely feeling more and more like it's the secret base of dear old Jacob. Hi, Alinas. I hope you're doing well today.
And we're here. If we dive down below this entrance, we'll find the place where that scholar once hid the books.
Wait, is this that place where I tried to dive once and it was blocked?
Oh. Huh. But it looks like an ordinary pond. What sort of entrance are you talking about?
Oh, right. It is being hidden after all, so you won't be able to see.
Just watch then.
Kenotia takes out something that looks like a key. Tracing the air along some unseen trail, there's a soft chime in the shallow pool before you suddenly becomes unfathomably deep. We are unlocking a new area!
Well, here's the entrance now.
I love this.
Wow, Paimon couldn't tell how you did that.
Where did you find that key?
Well, I can't quite explain it either. But while others can't see it, there are actually all sorts of fissures here. As long as I use my token, she's using her token, to draw a line across those fissures, I can do some incredible things. That said, I don't know why they're only present here. As such, I did a lot of research, until I found that indecipherable book. It has much to do with me and my token, and I'm also certain that if I figure it out, I'll know why I'm special in this way.
That's quite the burden. There's nothing wrong with being special.
Well then, that's enough of that. Let's go inside. I must find a way to understand that strange book.
Her name is connected to this? Well, okay. Me and my name theories. Her token is connected to this? This is totally that place where I dove before, isn't it? Wow. Really, I'm seeing more of Elinos's bone marrow. Hi, Elinos. Oh! I was gonna say maybe this quest is connected to the seals, but it's not a quest. But actually, it is a quest, isn't it? We've ended up picking up a quest. I get the feeling that maybe this like unlocks some mechanisms so we can start engaging with these seals. That's why it's not a world quest, but it is a quest. Paimon's a little creeped out. Look at this thing. So, are these seals made by Jacob? Are they? I feel like we learned a little bit about them with Elinas 2 times ago, but I don't quite recall.
So you can't understand it at all either, after all?
Not a single word. I reckon we should look more closely. You stare at the runes on the page for some time. The runes start to slowly start to disintegrate and reassemble themselves, becoming new words. At the same time, your surroundings seem to recede and you arrive at oh my god! I see. This is a world where even sweet flowers and mint cannot grow. Can you see it too? You turn around to look for the source of the voice, but are suddenly awakened. Looking back at the book, it looks like it did originally, as though nothing happened. Whoa! What strange new world did we just visit?
So, did you discover anything, Vega?
It was like I entered a strange place. I think I saw the runes dissolving and then reconstructing themselves. Transformation, metamorphosis. Reminds me of alchemy. Reminds me of Albedo's flower, speaking of Albedo, because if mint and sweet flowers can't even grow in that place we just visited. But can. And we don't have answers to this day about how Albedo got a flower from beyond this world. Maybe it came from a pocket dimension like that one?
A strange place? But you were here the whole time. Did you just stare too intensely or something? I knew you'd be able to see it too. Huh? Have you had the same experience, Canotia? Is this what you meant by meditating? Yes. Though I can't understand a single word in the book, I get a strange feeling from looking at it for long enough. It feels as though you've been transported to another world, and then you can start to understand the book's contents. But as soon as you awake, you're back to being unable to comprehend it. Then, what have you seen before? Oh, wait, just a moment. Ta-da! This is my notebook. I've written down everything I saw inside. That said, I wrote it all down while I was meditating and I was sort of in a trance, so it might be a bit hard to understand.
Can I see it? Can I see it?
Let Paimon see. Yep, this is really messy. Wow. But it says something about an Elinas or something like that.
What was that weird heartbeat of a movement? Oh, maybe Elinas heard us.
Based on my previous results, that scholar must have been conducting research on Elinas or something.
It was totally Jacob, wasn't it?
Then this book must record things that happened a long time ago. Yes, but I still can't understand exactly what happened.
Do you see this? Do you see this? What is happening? Ah!
Even when meditating, I can't make heads or tails of what comes before and after. As such, though I can understand just a little bit, I still don't know what it's really saying.
Sorry, this is really freaking me out. Is it an earthquake? Is it Elinas?
If I'm not mistaken, however, the book is still missing a lot of content. Oh, you know what?
Aval, I think it was Aval, told us that the land in Elinas is unstable. Is this room about to collapse? The notebook does mention a few locations.
Oh, so you mean that these locations might be clues?
Maybe we'll find... Yeah.
Locations? Yes, the names of locations are written between important sections. Could it be trying to tell us Could it be trying to tell us where critical parts of the text...
Oh my god! I hear movement! That's so creepy! Critical parts of the text are hidden? I was thinking maybe that those locations were where the research had been done, that the notes were then taken on. And we could decipher them by going to see what Jacob once saw, but, critical parts of the text are hidden. Maybe stuff was stashed there just to keep it from being found by someone else if this notebook was found?
I mean, I've guessed as much in the past, but I've never left Elinas, so...
Maybe it's not in Elinas. Wow.
In that case, why don't you stay here, Canotia? We'll go investigate the places in the notebook. Maybe we'll find the missing pieces. And besides, it's related to Elinas, so there's no way you were going to ignore it. Alright. In that case, I'm counting on you two. If you find anything, just bring it back. I'll be waiting for you.
What was that? Who was watching us? Elinas, are you trying to digest us all of a sudden? Ah.
If we can find the missing parts of this book and put them back where they belong, maybe we'll be able to understand more.
It says 1 out of 3. Have I already found one? Maybe this is the second one? Hmm? Oh! I was kind of joking, but it actually was an animatic page.
I'll keep this close.
Oh, a strange part. That's cool. You really can find them around Mercy. I guess that wasn't one of the pages we were looking for. That was freaking me out. The way that the camera was shaking like that. Okay, so I'm guessing that these pages... I thought they'd still be on the island. Yeah, they are still on the island. This won't be easy to get. Oh, is this gonna be like in that... Yeah, it is. And we've been here before. We fought these guys already. Gameplay tutorial. Oh, I guess this is actually a different one. I remember we fought when we got a chest, and I thought this was the same one. The chest was just gone because we got it, but... Huh. This appears to be some kind of fantastical arcane formation left by someone. It will summon monsters from another world that will try to break the crystals restraining the formation. During the challenge, you must defeat all attacking monsters while ensuring the crystals stay intact. Beastly Rift. That's interesting. Someone made this place to summon these creatures using crystals, and the creatures try to break the crystals? I guess they don't want to be summoned. The crystal emits a nourishing energy. Oh, are you gonna heal me? That's real nice of you. I'm just standing here.
No rest for the wicked.
Oh, one of them's... No. Leave it alone. Leave it alone, I say. Wow, so many... levels, layers, rounds. Might as well do this. Since they are finally starting to damage the crystals, let's hit them with more. Oop, there we go. There's our big boys. I was wondering when these guys would start to show up. Ah, it's nice to take a break from all the talking and do a little bit of fighting. Hehehe. Fun to balance things out. So a quick note on today. It is still the day of the maintenance, and maintenance hasn't started yet. So that's another reason why I want to kind of do some of these world quests, at least get them started. I'm really worried about jumping into the Archon quest and then the maintenance starting and getting stuck in the middle. Ooh.
A reward on the road.
Here we go, got one of the pages. Oh, so we must have gotten the other page from that other fight that we did. But yeah, so that's another reason, I think I forgot to mention it earlier, why I'm wanting to do these world quests today, just to get them started, and also to... Got all these teleporters that would be really helpful to have. Okay. Not mess up our Archon quest via the maintenance. Okay, I guess we'll just follow the road. That's not our chest that we're after right there, is it? Ooh, hello. Ooh, hello. They're both underwater? Or at least one of them is. Oh god, this water's going to hurt me, isn't it? What if I just don't go in it? Well, the water here is hot. Oh god, we are getting hurt. Never mind. Well, I've got a thing now. Don't know what I need it for, but I'm sure I've got it. It's underwater. Is it right over here? I think it is. Oops, wrong button, darn it. I'm trying to dive. Can I drain this water? Because I can't dive, but it's underwater, so maybe I can drain it. Okay, let's try this. What is your... Wrong one. So if I do this... Actually, I don't think I even need to do that. I do want to heal. Aha! Move. Ooh. How curious. You guys can chill. Thank you for your time. Alright, let's try to clear this puzzle really quick. It is nice to break up the quest a little bit. Gives my voice a break, if nothing else. Ouch. Rude. Very rude. Let's see what happens. Boop. I missed. Darn it. Yes, thanks. We'll survive, though. I'm sure we'll be fine. Get the drops. Everybody wants some of this. Move this thing. I don't even care that I'm boiling. I'm healing at the same time. Wow, are these aberrant shells of dead aberrants? How interesting. Alright, so that's 2. There's gotta be a third one, no? Up there, maybe? Quite far away from the lake, but I'm not seeing any others. Wait, is that it? It's surrounding a blue thing. I don't even see where that puzzle went. Is this it? No, this is something else. But hey, a rainbow rose. I'll take that. Right? I agree. Let's go back to that other puzzle. Or is it just in here? Aha! Okay, you know what? I'm straight up gonna walk into this fire. Will you set me on fire, please? Can I set these guys on fire? I can't believe that worked.
The show begins.
That's hilarious. Thanks for taking one for the team, Verena. That was really quite cruel of me, but it worked. Okay, let's get this guy. And then we are definitely affected by Hydro, so it should do its thing, right? There we go.
Oh, brilliant.
I'm actually not burning on this rock. How interesting. Enter? Yeah, sure, I'll enter. Where are you putting me? What? I thought this would drain the water so I could get the thing! Oh, maybe it's that challenge. No! Oh my god, where are you sending me? No! No, wait! Ah! I'm going across the sea! That's not where I wanted to be, huh? Oh my god, are we going to come up from below? What on earth? Thanks? Well, let's get this Oculus that's definitely in here, right? Yep. Where are we? Whoa, this place looks so cool. It looks very warm. Oh god, am I gonna burn up in here just from walking around? Whoa! What is this place? Wow! Hopefully that's close enough to— oh, I am burning. Is it a Abyss Mage? It is. Hi! That's the wrong character. I'm gonna use my bubble. The power of water compels you. Cause I want Farina to be on healing duty. Ooh, and I can heal myself with my little bubbles. Teehee.
Shadow Raven, let night fall.
And I missed again. That's always so painful. Oh my god, is this a rain rock? Oh, cool. Okay, so it's telling me to do stuff in places. This is not the puzzle I thought that I would be solving today, but it's definitely got my attention. What are you? Install Hydro Core. Okay, I need something from Condensed Hydrogena. I don't know. Ooh, hello. I don't know where you came from, but here you go. Okay, I put out a fire. Maybe that's what this puzzle is? Where did that Hydrogena even come from? Here's another one. But if I'm meant to have them all out at the same time— oh my god, I'm dying. If I'm meant to have them all out at the same time, I need more Hydrogena. Darn, I'm too far away. Ooh, I just learned a trick. Ooh. That was cool. We should really be moving on with our time. This is not where I meant to be.
Royal decree.
But now I'm just intrigued. And we're done here. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Great, we got some of these. I need those. Wonderful. Is there a thing here? There is. Great. Alright, so I found 2. I heard something moving. Sounded like a slime. Was it a bubble? Well, if there's one more over here— what? Oh, it's my little guys. If there's one more over here, that tells me there should be more enemies over here. Some puzzle I can do to get another Hydrogena, no? Nice. Yes, dear Hyperblooms, I'm aware that my target is there next. Maybe it's down here? I doubt it. There is a Hydrogena down here. I doubt I can bring it back up with me. so perplexing. Oh, we're so close to finishing this puzzle too. I can feel it. It's just the one left, isn't it? Maybe this box and it'll get me another enemy, and if I beat that enemy, I can get another hydro core. Don't know where you came from, but it worked. Huzzah. And it's a hydro monument, of course it is. If you please. Thank you very much. The spring water gushes forth. Oh, we are now in water. Hi. Don't mind me. Oh, chest. Yay. Oh. Spin to win. Uh-oh. Oh god. Ah. No, aren't these things supposed to get you stronger I love how I still have my skill underwater. Stronger shields if they hit you? My fear is just that shield always breaks when they hit me. You are so cute. Oh, those things. If I let those things hit me, I bet. Oh, you've got a shield. Yikes. Okay. There's a healing up there. Let this hit me. Boom. Throw it right back. Oh, this will probably hurt me though. Yep, she's dead. Sorry, Verena. I'm thinking I let the little guys hit me, but I don't let the big ones hit me. Oh god. Darn it. That's my goal at least. If that healing thing comes back, that would be really helpful. Okay, get out of here. Oh, I'm gone. I'm dead. Rip me. Oh god. It worked though. And it got a huge amount of— oh no! Darn it, wasted that one. It got such a good amount of their shield. Little pufferfish, they're so cute. Okay. Spinning, out of the way, and it's gonna follow me too, so I gotta just keep moving. I'm ready. When you are, buddy. There we go. Oh, darn it, did I hit this guy? That stinks. I fired too soon. Gosh darn it. We're so close to getting this. Oh, yay. Oh, no. Oh, God. Just barely dodged it. There we go. Oh, God. I could have used that. Darn it. Too close. Let's get away. Oh, at least its shield is down. I guess if I had just successfully absorbed those other attacks, it would have helped me defeat it faster is all. I sent a spin. Yep. Oh, I somehow survived that one. Hooray. We're so close to this. We're so close. Get this up as fast as possible. Absorb that. Get the shield. Get this. Absorb that. Get the shield. We did it! We got the Iron Viscount. Yay! And this just was already here, but you know what? We sure did get it. That healing thing isn't back yet. Vega's still dead. I'm sorry. And for all this, I was just trying to get that Oculus that's in the hot water. Do you suppose the water will be cool now if we pop up in that same pool? Wow, you really just spun us around? Oh, there we go. Is that the Oculus I was looking for? Thank you. Well, we sure got an Oculus. Where even are we? Ooh. Yay. What is this place? I hear hilly churls. Oh my god! No way! We really were right by that pool that whole time. Core cooling. And now it's cool, isn't it? Does that make it diveable as well?
The temperature is nice and warm, not scalding like before.
Yay. It was all worth it. It was all worth it. Oh, another one! Wait, go back. Yay. Alrighty, let's get back on the road. First, we need to heal my girl. Boom. Vega. Wait, Verena.
Shower me with praise.
Heal her, please. Just a little bit. I need to go get that teleporter. Where'd it even... I don't know where it went. So, I'm guessing... I'm gonna go ahead and call it now. I don't think we'll be picking up another... Oh, I'm walking. How weird. Please stop. Oh god. Okay, 1 second. Let me fix my keys. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we'll be picking up another world quest today. Because we kind of got 2 lengthy ones in the process. There's another one around here somewhere, but it's not the one we're gonna be doing. Ooh! The Medusa bells. Or whatever they're called. These guys. I have like 1 million of them already, but I'll always take more. Yay. This way! I can always get like 1 or 2 healings before we get out of range, no? 1. It's something though. Some mechs over there that I could fight. Good to have those drops. Ooh! Another Oculus! I want it. Where is it? Actually, yeah, where is it? Oh, maybe I need to take the boat? Hello! Gameplay tutorial.
The show begins.
Maybe I can heal myself if I use this skill first. Oh, I'm being fired at. Hee hee, never mind. Changing my mind. Ouch. Rude. Wow, we already got the guy apparently. Sorry, guy. Yikes! Yikes! No, 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 no. Don't hit me a 3rd time, please. There we go. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Healing. Healing time. Let's get close. Maybe it can't hit me if I'm right next to it. It'll just hit itself. Okay, we did it. So, we got a new tutorial for that thing. Enhanced Pneumoisa Amplifier. Mysterious clockwork mecha device created by the special energy system produced by Fontaine will grant powerful buffs to the troublesome opponent. Oh! But you can use Pneumoisa to overload systems. It's the Pneumoisa Annihilation reaction? Oh, it's like matter and antimatter. Okay, so it buffs your opponents, but if you use Pneuma or Wisa on it, it will get destabilized just like any other mecha. Gotcha.
I'll keep this close.
Nice. Alright, there should be an Oculus. Oh. Hi! It sure is raining. There we go, thank you. And do I get my little guy now? I sure do. Hi, little guy. That is exactly how I thought this puzzle would go, not gonna lie. A reward on the road. There we go. I love how it's still raining inside the water. Okay, let's get back on track. We got our Oculus, we got some drops. Hey, a Sealy! If you want to go in the same direction as me, Sealy, we can be good friends. But if you want to go the other direction, we might... Oh, you want to go sideways? I was gonna say, we might have to come back to you later. But you are kind of going in my direction? Where are you going, buddy? Yoink. Oh, hey, here's your Sealy Court. Well, that wasn't too far at all. Yay!
A reward on the road.
Alrighty. Final stretch. Teleporter time, and then quest. Oh. Hello. What's going on here? Apparently I just can't help myself, actually.
Time to shine. Odds reveal that.
You can have the bubble. Enjoy. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh no. Don't set her on fire, please. Bad. Just trying to defeat you before you defeat me.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Story of our lives, isn't it? Okay, we're all okay. Everyone's okay. Why did I just hear a Sealy? I swear I hear one. Anyways, Oculus is what I want. Uh-huh. You know, do you think I could, like... How do I get this? Oh, I have to interact with it. Never mind. And then I can go here. And then Farina. Not that one. Wait a couple seconds. There we go. Please stop killing us all. It is just a light. Oh.
Is this an answer from this world?
Well, we got a chest. I thought we'd get that thing. Let's get the teleporter. It's all the way up on that hill. That's Oculus is. And I've gone too far up. Ooh, spooky over. Wow! Wait, it's so pretty here. I was about to say it's spooky, but actually, I've fallen. It's quite lovely. Ruins? Wow. Is that another waterfall line? No way! Oh, we're so close to the edge of Fontaine, I hadn't realized. Because that's the red line, isn't it? There must be another waterfall line right there. So, is there land over there or not? I don't think there is anything out there. It just looks like it because you've got like this thing going on. Wow. So those are the vague, undeveloped hills that could be something else in the future, huh? That must be... Well, there's Sumeru. Wow. Oh my gosh, is that the... Maritime Harbor?
How brilliant!
And that must be Natlan. Look at how floaty it is. Cool. Look at these ruins. There must be something interesting going on over there. I want to go over there. Where's my... What's the best way to get there, do you think? Let's go this way.
Want
Hi.
a taste of my hammer?
Not particularly, but if you want to fight, I will oblige. I don't even care. Have some of my beam. Did you say I messed up? That's really funny. Okay. Moving on. Yes. Ooh. A little room. Rift wolves. Well, that feels appropriate. Darn it. I'm trying not to get poisoned. I got poisoned. It happened so quickly. She's dying. She's dying. Get out of there. Where is Oz? I don't think he's on the field. So let's come back here. You're teleporting, so let's get behind you. And we missed. Our attacks always miss in this region. That should do it, I feel. There we go, great. Nahida! She's always on the brink of death! I'm so proud of you for not actually dying, though. You've come so far. Ooh.
Curiosity deserves a reward.
Lost treasure hoarder journal. Discovered an ancient ruin that remains unmarked on any map. The entrance has completely collapsed. If I manage to find a way in, I may discover some rare treasure. Convincing everyone that whatever's in there is going to be worth our while was tough going. The next part's going to be a walk in the park by contrast. There's no need to keep a low profile here. Didn't find aught else but this arcane formation and the peculiar barriers around it. And after all that effort, too. There seems to be someone trapped inside the barriers. Can't tell if they are alive or not. Well, I'm not going back empty-handed. Not after how far I've gone. That's just not my style. The remaining pages are filled with black stains, making the text unreadable. Ooh. Is it over here?
The show begins.
Oh, wait. Is that the entrance? That's totally the entrance. Other way, other way. I did see... We just saw some ruins when we were admiring the scenery, and I was surprised they weren't really marked on the map. I guess it's these buildings I was seeing. Sounds like there's more. The entrance is blocked, they said. Where, though? A mystery for another time, perhaps. We have our 3 pages, so let's get back to base. And talk to our new dear friend. Oh, I want to go check out those ruins so badly. Okay, where was that Oculus? Oh god, it was on top of one of these rocks somewhere. Approx around here. Alright, now let's check the time. I'm getting a little nervous about the maintenance. Okay, we have a little under an hour. Let's go down here. And see if we can wrap this up, perhaps, at least. The goal is to get back to the Archon quest soon. I'm hoping to get back to it next episode. But if we don't have this quest or the other world quest finished, we'll just have to see how to fit those in. Nice. So we found 3 pages. Before we give them to you, let's take a look at them. They would be here, wouldn't they? Oh, we should convert our Prima Gems. Okay, yeah. Here? Over here. Ooh. Oh my gosh, wait, for funsies, we should do... Oh my god. Oh. That is not what I meant to do. I was gonna pull Kaya's constellation. Oh no. That hurts, not gonna lie. My heart is crying a little bit, but it will be okay. He'll come back around. Oh, Kaya, I'm so sorry, bestie. I was gonna pull your constellation. I had 13 days left. I was gonna do it as soon as I remembered to do it. Got distracted by the idea of doing some funsies little pulls and thinking that I needed more in order to do a full 10 pull. For my pains, you should give me something super cool. You should give me a Kaya, please. Please give me a Kaya. That's the bell. That kind of hurts, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god. How many times must I learn this lesson? I've only done that like once before, and I didn't even do the full amount. I just did like 1 or 2. And then I was like, oh my god, what have I done? You better give me something good for the sacrifices I just made. But they weren't even standard wishes. No! Kaya! Wait, where is he? He's over here. I was gonna pull! Darn it. How many of these do we get with each wish? God. So if I pull on the banners, I'll get more. So wait, I had, what was it, 4 before? Now I have 6, so I got 2 probably from the bell. Man, that's not a lot. How long is it gonna take me to build this back up? I wish it would tell me how many I get from each wish. Anyway, how many wishes do I even have? I can't even see. You. How many do I have? I have 74 now. At the cost of 1 Gaia. I'll miss you forever. Okay. It's fine. I'll come back around. He comes around twice a year, right? Do I get a name card for suffering? Oh no, from Lynette and from Nay. Right. Achievements? We got some achievements. Pour cooling, cause the roiling lake to become placid once more. Iron Viscant, defeat the local legend. Iron Viscant sure did. Version highlights. Look at that. Wait. I shouldn't look, should I? Wait, don't look at that. Okay, wait. How do I leave this place? I don't know where the X is. Escape? Success. Okay, great. I just looked at it. Oh, hello. I just looked at it out of the corner of my eye and I saw something like scroll by? Speaking of scrolling by. Yep, okay. Let's talk to our good friend and see what we can find.
These do look like the missing pages in the book. Let's try putting one back in, shall we?
Insert page. Here we go. Insert. One at a time, I suppose.
And then we just need to concentrate and meditate on the book, like before.
The edges of the page gradually blur. After a spell of dizziness, the words become clearer. Animatic page 1. Read countless volumes here. It appears that these books were left behind by an ancient order. Kingdoms rise and fall, and when a civilization is annihilated, a new one will be born after from the ashes, which these books refer to as Did I find something huge, actually? Wait. I'm getting into note-taking position. Did I find something huge, actually? Fortuna. Cycle of civilizations? Question mark? Which these books refer to as Fortuna. So, is this somebody taking notes on books that talk about the cycle? It's somewhat rudimentary, but theoretically at least, it bears a striking resemblance to the computational scheme I formulated and termed world formula. And that is exactly what Jacob was talking about before. So is the world formula meant to be like a formula that accurately models and therefore predicts how this world will behave? Or is it something that's like built into the world to make it operate in a certain way? It could be both. It could be that this world does have this whatever that image is at the bottom is killing me. I want to look at it so badly. Maybe this world already has a formula and Jacob is trying to reverse engineer it. No matter how many times I derive it, the result remains the same, though this result is not expected. Unlike the world depicted in these ancient texts, there will be no more new civilizations born. Unless we consider introducing variables from outside the system. If it was that sort of power, there might be a chance. Okay. Let me write that down. In the future, I'm guessing? Unlike the world depicted in these ancient texts, are you saying that there's a new world about to be born, or that will be born? Is this the Vitui's world, or is this just happening naturally, or is somebody else doing it? Or is, unlike the world depicted in these ancient texts, there will be no new civilizations born, is that the fate of this world? In the new world, I don't know if that's this world in the future or a literal new world. Now, you know what's a really big variable? That would be us right now. The Traveler, I would argue, is a huge outside variable. And I keep remembering about how it seems like we've been summoned to this world by somebody. I wonder what purpose that might have been, Okay, let's look at this image. I'm so excited. What is that thing called? I've seen that before in different fictional series. I know it has a name. I've seen this before. What is your name? It's like... It's K? It starts with a K? It's a Kabbalah, right? The internet says Kabbalah. Kabbalah. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen these before. It's a Kabbalah? Is that what that is? Is it the same? Is it slightly different? What does it look like usually? It is different from the one that I'm seeing on Wikipedia right now. Oh, that one looks a lot more similar. Ooh. Oh, whoa. That symbol, the 4 at the bottom with the circle around it looks so similar to, it actually reminds me of Child Symbol, but obviously Child Symbol has 3 little guys and this one has 4. Right, Tree of Life it's also called, isn't it? So this is, it's pretty different, but definitely similar. It is, okay, it's the same, except instead of one thing being on the bottom, there's 4. Which reminds me of the Shining Shades, 4 Shining Shades. Would the circle around them then be Fanes, the primordial one? Or does this have nothing to do with them? Well, yeah, what the heck is this? What is this in the context of this world? Here I found the magical techniques left behind by the Golden Troop. The Golden Troop? That's an artifact set. Golden Troop. Oh my god, I just found a treasure trove, didn't I? This is my treasure. You say sealed runes with ancient treasure in them? This is my treasure. Golden Troop. They seem to be referred to by various names. I'll go with this one for now. Could that be, I would say maybe that's the Hexen Circle, another name for them, but left behind would imply that they're dead or that they've moved on from this world. Based on my interpretation, it appears to be known as the Seal of Chemical Marriage. Chemical Marriage, and consists of 2 parts. I should definitely write this down, but I've honestly run out of space in my notes, so I'm gonna have to... I'm starting a notebook. I'm actually going to collect all my notes into a notebook. And I'm running out of space on this random piece of paper that I'm using, so I'm just gonna write this down and that later. Consists of 2 parts. That part and that part, I guess. However, it has been weathered too much to decipher any more information. Interestingly, I have encountered similar symbols in documents from the Nartitzenkreuz Institute archives? They look complicated, yet the underlying principles are quite clear. If the records prove accurate, there are some key locations within the realm remaining. Related records may be found elsewhere as well. I should record my findings here for now, as they may prove useful in the future. What? And you figured out the underlying principles, have you?
Wow, this time even Paimon could start to understand. Seems like the confusion was all due to the pages that were missing before, huh?
So, What do you think that... Oh god, I should have written it down. The thing that he was just talking about. What do you think it's talking about? Like the structure of the heavens, or the connections between different life forms, like abyssal and elemental and human? Oh. Let's put another page in now, shall we? Well, I want to look at Renee's notes. I want to see if any of those symbols are in Renee's notes. But I guess we only have 3 pages. Oh my god, they're all going to blow my mind, aren't they? As you start meditating again, you once more attempt to understand the page's contents. The edges of the page blur, and the incomprehensible shapes that line it leap forth as if mounted on a pop-up book. Yet, before you can make sense of what is happening, there is a rush of noise all around you, and a return to the world as it was. Are we being attacked? Nope, we're reading. Animatic page 2. The pollution of the land and water, wrought by the giant beast Elinas, seems to have been mostly purified and diluted. However, when it comes to Elinas itself, even the adults seem to be... Is this from Renee? This feels like Renee. Even the adults seem to be at a total loss. They simply cordoned off the surrounding area. Nevertheless, it was quite easy to sneak in. It felt rather strange slipping into the creature's mouth, and it reminded me of events from some stories that I once read. Though I have no substantive evidence, I still sense some sort of will from it. Jacob did too. There are no signs of decay in the flesh. Indeed, its body was hardening, as if forming a protective membrane. Given its current immobilized state, it looked like a self-defense mechanism to safeguard its internal organs. Oh, like the heart, how it's sort of, solidified. Crystallized. Petrified? Into stone, that's the word. So even though Elinas is dead, technically, its will still persists in its body. But it does make sense, with such a wellspring of vitality. If my deduction is correct, it may also be used to enhance Jacob's strength by following the same principle. However, at this stage... Interesting. I don't think that's what Jacob was trying to do when we ran into him. I feel like he was trying to use the blood for something else. Also, why would this person want to enhance Jacob's strength? Unless Jacob used to be especially weak before? So for Jacob's own survival? However, at this stage, there's still no need to subject Jacob to such risks. I should get safe experimental data first through the Institute of Natural Philosophy, and then set specific research objectives. Although, as Jacob mentioned, this may waste a lot of precious time. After all, the flesh of Elinas remains toxic, and the risk if Jacob... Oh no, what? Jacob has returned. He's quite brave, but also an idiot. He didn't give any thought to the possible consequences. We have no one else to rely on now. The data we've collected is still incomplete. Jacob had minor adverse reactions, primarily vomiting. But he recovered quickly and hasn't shown any other symptoms in the short term. His mental status and physical status remain stable. It's only possible because Jacob completely trusts me. Our lives are limited. Still, even if it's just for the future, we must find a way to get allies, get stronger, and prevent disaster. Here's my concern. The maintenance is coming. Also, this does feel like Renee. And if this is Renee, I wondered, why did Jacob kind of split from the Institute of Natural Philosophy? Or from the Nartitzenkreuz Institute, at least? Because they fought, didn't they? Elaine, they fought, didn't they? It seems like whoever wrote this really cared about Jacob, at least trusted him. And Jacob trusted them. So what happened to cause that schism? And was it the death of Renee, maybe? If this is Renee writing this? Because, yeah, Jacob was with Renee and Conria, even, too. Elaine has enrolled in the Institute of Natural Philosophy. He should fit right in with his sharp mind. I brought the pocket watch he gave us, and we compared the time, only to find there was already a significant discrepancy. So somebody was in a place where there was different time. Maybe here in Elinas, time passes differently? We agreed to meet at the Institute. The brightest minds of Fontaine are gathered there, and we can expect to make huge progress and get much needed help. As for Marianne, just the sight of her fills me with joy. We had a long discussion about the Nartitzenkreuz Institute, but Jacob was crying through most of it. I didn't tell them about Jacob. It's because Uncle Guillotine, who is with them, is part of the Maison Gardiennage. Gardiennage? Uncle Guillotine, would that be Elaine's father? Although he seems to be treating Elaine and Marianne very well, he still can't be trusted. After all, father and mother... It was all the doing of their lackeys and goons. Okay, so father and mother had lackeys and goons who did something bad, got the whole squad in trouble with the gardiennage, and although it seems like the kids have been deemed not guilty of polluting, the gardiennage probably have them on, like, you know, a close watch. I don't know. This is so interesting. Man, I love piecing this story together. This is said Canotia, but it seems to be Paimon speaking. It says, well, Paimon can read the words now, but the author's intended meaning is still a total mystery. We'll just have to put this last page in and see what we can get. Maybe the contents will link up or something. Oh, no wonder this was Jacob's research, wasn't it? This is all about Jacob. The tests on Jacob's strength continue. Or this could be Renee's, who knows. As before, I mean, this research lab that we have found would either be Jacob's or it could be Renee's. And, yeah. The tests on Jacob's strength continue. As before, the flesh and blood of the great beast Elinas is being used as nutrition. Jacob seems to have gotten used to it, so there's nothing to worry about anymore. Thus, the adverse reactions observed before may just have been caused by Jacob's feelings of disgust. It's a relief to know that his physical condition still hasn't been harmed. It's interesting. Whatever they needed him to be stronger for was so critical that they wanted him to get stronger even at the cost of possibly consuming the flesh of a beast in a way that caused him disgust, you know? Were they trying to keep him alive, or... I'm just so curious! Jacob still eats, but only out of habit and no longer as a necessity for survival. But I suppose it's a good thing, because eating together is nice. It suddenly occurred to me that jam was somewhat similar to the flesh and blood of Elena, so I made a joke about it. This is totally Renee. Jacob seemed quite uncomfortable. The results have improved significantly in comparison to previous tests. Perhaps more can be done. Then, the next step would be to attempt the opening of a passage. To where? I'm thinking of these, like, sigils that we keep finding, and the rift wolves that are always on top of it. To the rift realm, or to the abyss, or to another world? Those are my top 3 guesses. The passage was opened successfully, though it only lasted a short while. During this time, many black monsters that were shaped like dogs emerged. They were very aggressive and terrifying, but thank goodness Jacob was here. Though he was so scared he was crying, he still managed to wipe them out while bawling. Oh my god, Jacob must have been so young at this time. These monsters are identical to those we discovered during our desert expedition. However, those were salt gray, stiff, and immobile at the time, so it was relatively safe. In the place with the frozen... Yeah, that Shorosh is showing us. I'm certain their properties are nearly identical to those of Elinas. Nearly identical to those of Elinas? So, Rift Wolves and Elinas are made of the same stuff? So is Elinas from the... Where are Rift Wolves? I need to read their archive description or something. Let's brush up on Rift Wolves. The Conrian records mention passages appearing in large numbers, and numerous dangerous monsters that look like dogs emerging from them. It's very likely that these are the same type. Ooh, that's right. The Rift Wolves were a big part of the Cataclysm 500 years ago. So then are they... They are from the Abyss then, aren't they? Possibly. It can be safely postulated that the location these passages link to is full of these monsters, and I shall tentatively call them beastly rifts. Thus, these hounds may be called rift hounds. Renee, did you name the rift hounds? As you read faster and faster, you fall into a trance and arrive again in that mysterious space. The same voice from before rings out. Is this Renee? No matter how many times I run the calculations, the results are the same. After a few hundred years, all the birthing waters of the world will dry up, and a few hundred years after that, the world will become as it appears now before us. This is quite the predicament. Hey, come on now, don't cry. There's nothing to be afraid of. I'm here, aren't I? Don't you trust me? Also, Elaine and the others will definitely help. Also, I bet you'll definitely be able to survive in this world. You're special. I know. You're worried that constitution of others is different from yours. That's reasonable. Well, that's why we need to continue researching the things left behind by the Golden Troop. Perhaps we'll discover some new possibilities? We'll go back to Nartsitzenkreuz Institute together and take a look, okay? The voice drifts away again. After what feels like a long time, though in this world time seems to no longer measure changes in matter, you hear the voice once more. It looks like he won't help us anymore. You're the only person I can rely on now. Hey, come on, don't be like that. I'm sad too, but I won't cry until after the fat lady sings. Moreover, we still have to find a way to cure him. Don't be scared. It'll all go smoothly. There are already lots of people willing to listen to us. If we want to persuade them further, besides belief, we'll also need ceremony. As for the name, we'll call it the Book of Revealing, and put it in the form of a book. We'll use our secret cipher to write it. Everyone only sees the world that their cognitive framework allows them to see. But using this method, we can share the visions we have foreseen with others. Okay. Yeah. When they were talking the previous text about the world will appear as it does now before us, I think they were looking at a future state. Just as you begin to listen closely to what the voice is saying, it begins to gradually fade away. At the same time, you feel the world around you suddenly begin to collapse, and with a roaring sound resounding, you wake again. So we were in a different world, huh? And also they're talking about, basically, you see the world that you can see. You experience the world that you can see. I wonder how many different layers there are to this world that we have no idea about. Like, our dear friend who's standing right in front of us, whose name I forget. Oh my god! Wow, we can see everything. Canotilla sees things differently than we do already. So I feel like there's probably more layers to this world that we can't access. Ah! This is the coolest thing in the world. Oh my god. Was that an earthquake just now?
Earthquake? What earthquake? Nothing happened here. Paimon did get a little dizzy, but you looked like you'd fainted. You didn't wind up in some mysterious place again, did you? Just what's going on with that weird space anyhow? And if you think about it, it's pretty dangerous too. What if you go in and can't get back out? So, just what did you encounter inside?
I seem to have witnessed a premonition that someone had. I seem to have heard a prophecy that someone made.
Huh? The pages we found before did mention something about deductions and calculations too. Would it be that the things revealed inside that space were actually the result of such deductions? If what you say is true, then this was actually a book of prophecies, wasn't it? But why make the format so complicated? The author didn't want people to understand it. Wouldn't it have been better not to write it at all?
No, I think the author wanted us to learn to perceive the world differently.
Actually, I also heard all kinds of sounds while I was meditating. But they were just the songs of birds and flowers. I don't know anything about the prophecy you spoke of. It seems we must enter that space again to understand what is going on. If we meditate together this time, we should be able to enter it. Paimon's still worried. Wait, Paimon's going to come too. Or Paimon wants to come too. No way is she gonna stay here alone.
Once again, you focus upon meditating, and the furor surrounding you fades. The world grows silent. Then, you hear the tiniest of sounds, and a feeling that is wrath, or perhaps grief, wells up within your heart. Your very soul feels drawn to this mysterious sound, and as you follow that sound, a whole world, utterly alien, supremely familiar, races to meet you. Can we see it? Can we see it? Can we see it? What? Oh my god, wait, I don't want to move until the barrier, the banner goes away. This looks like in Konomiya. Doesn't this look like in Konomiya? Now, it's got that crystal on the side to the left that's just like the crystal. That's not just like... But it reminds me of Anapausis. Is that thing in the background moving? There's kind of a similar crystal there. Wait, I want the barrier to go right so I can look at this place. Thank you. Doesn't this look like in Konomiya?
This is like some kind of dreamscape. This must be the strange place you were talking about before.
It's much more vivid than before. It could be dangerous. There's a chest over there? Is this a place I can return to?
Did the author of the book really create this place? And they hid such a big space inside it too.
Did they teach us to see another layer of the world? Is that what happened? What is this? Is this part of the unified civilization?
Well, Paimon doesn't know how they did it, but this place looks like a ruin. Also, we meditated with Canotilla to get here, but we're the only two people around right now. She didn't fall somewhere, did she? Oh no, things could get bad if she winds up in danger. Let's go find her, hurry!
Where am I? Oh god, this is kind of the worst time actually to get stuck in a place like this. What is this? Impassable. Ooh. Canotia? It's freaking me out that the map is still the same map as, normally. Is that her? There's gotta be a teleporter here, no? Everyone sees her! That's Canotilla right over there, right? Canotilla! Over here! Can she not hear us? Come on, faster! This is Sparkle Paimon. Look, this is just like in Konamiya! Oh my god. A rift? Can I go through it? Can I? Oh my god, oh my god. That looks just like an abyssal rift. Ooh. I'm thinking of my dear brother. And of Enjo. And of Dainsliff. Nutella? Hello? Go back? Or maybe this way? Hello? I'm looking for Canotilla. How do I get over there? I could use... Should I use that rift? Wait a second, did the landscape behind us just change? Oh, no, it's still the same. Look, she's over there. How do I get over there? Ooh. Ah, I want to explore this whole place. Look at that. Wow. It's like... Oh! Oh god, oh god. Oh, I just got chills. I was going to say this is like a... Like the universe, you know? Like Stardust? Wow. But then I saw that! Oh god! It's broken! What is that? I feel like I could fall in. Wow. Is that like... You remember how the sky is apparently false? Are we seeing outside it right now? Is the sky just like... Oh, you agree with me? Is the sky just like protecting Tevat? And this is... It's broken here and we're just seeing into nothing? What's out there? For defeat you, will I get a rift? I need a rift right now. I'm so sorry about this. Also, you know, we learned from that book that civilizations... Oh, we did get a rift. Great. They rise and they fall over and over again, right? The Fortuna. I'm just thinking about these hilly churls. Do you think they're from this previous... Like the civilization that was previously here? Oh, but that would mean that they were cursed too. Why would this region have also gotten cursed? I mean, we still don't know why... I'm saying Konamiya. We still don't know why, Conria got cursed. Oh my god. In the first place. He's up there? If we get another sun and moon out of this, I'm going to lose my mind with joy. Electro. Oh, I have Electro. That's fine. Where is she? You want me to go over here?
Huh? Where'd Canotilla go? She was just here a moment ago. Wait, there's something on the ground. Pick it up and take a look.
You pick up a page from a book. See that? That's the conclusion the world formula arrived at after countless calculations. The scene we foresaw, the destruction after the cataclysm, in this world where not even a sweet flower or a mint can grow. That is the end of all things. So that's the path that we're fated to go down, is it? Do you believe it at last? Whether you have arrived at this place via the Book of Revealing or the Looking Glass, lend me your strength that we may avoid this future. Just as I said, the only way is... No, what is it? What is the only way?
Is this page the same as the ones we found before? How did it end up here? Let Paimon see. It's easily readable. Is it because we're in this strange place? Cataclysm? Distraction? Some kind of apocalypse? What? Even if Paimon can read the words, it still doesn't make any sense.
But if we put it together with the other pages, this appears to be a prophecy.
Huh. So it's as we guessed previously. So does this mean that this is the future the author wants us to see? A world where even sweet flowers and mints won't grow? That's a terrible place no matter how you slice it. But if that really is the future, shouldn't the author tell everyone about it and find a solution? Why make a place like this?
Maybe this is the only way everyone will believe it. Or maybe he had his own considerations.
It also mentions some kind of looking glass. Seems like there are other ways to get in here.
Yeah, I'm guessing, because it seems like they were creating this place in order to try to convince everyone about the danger that awaited so that they could all work together to prevent it. So they would have tried as many ways as possible to convince people, which means making many entrances to this place, right? So there was the book, and there was a looking glass. A mirror? You had a look on the lookout for a mirror.
Still, Paimon doesn't think any of this will be much help in answering Canotilla's questions. Forget it. Who cares about some dumb prophecy anyway? The important thing right now is to find Canotilla. Let's keep looking.
Unfortunately, Paimon, I don't think there's any avoiding this one. Yeah, okay. So it looks like... One second. It looks like, basically, what this person found is that over time, over millennia, civilizations kept rising and falling and rising and falling. And when they did, I mean, it just happened over and over again, right? But I think what they found was that eventually the cycle would wind down, basically. We would eventually reach ruin instead of just the next civilization. And so their concern was that eventually this world would become one that could not sustain life. I wasn't fast enough. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, that does track because we've learned so much about very, very many civilizations.
Is this an answer from this world?
That awoke and that perished. There was the unified civilization, speaking of which. There was, let's see. Oh god, where are we going? Please don't put us into the void. That freaks me out. Oh, wow, building. I mean... It's hard to say where you would draw the line of a civilization, because, like, I'm thinking about the Guili Plains. The Guili Plains certainly rose and fell. Are you going to tell us about this? Let me just finish my thought really quick. The Guili Plains certainly rose and fell, but I would argue that actually Larua is still the same civilization, because a lot of the people who lived in the Guili Plains now live in Larua, specifically the Adepti. And it seems like usually when a civilization falls, everyone dies. Because I'm thinking about the unified civilization. The only people who I know survived for that were the people who are in Inquonomia. And the Inquonomia split off from the unified civilization before the whole thing officially fell, is my understanding. Then there's Conria. Very few people survived. Then there's... I'm thinking actually about Dragonspine. Because when I first learned about Dragonspine, my beloved, I didn't realize just into what depth, I didn't realize into how much detail this game would build out a civilization. And so I didn't really realize the significance of the place, you know, even though I loved it so much. And so I want to go back there and like redo those quests and relearn about Dragonspine. It's gonna be difficult because a lot of the quests are already done, so I need to dig up that information. But yeah, there's definitely been a pattern of civilizations rising and falling, hasn't there? And this person here is basically saying that in the end, all life is going to be unsustainable, I guess? Oh, well, goodbye, I guess. And they need some sort of outside force to prevent that from happening? Rift Hound? Question mark. Gap infiltrating alien? Question mark.
Everyone hold hands. The show begins. Make yourself at home. Time to shine.
I didn't even read that last banner. How much time do I have? Darn it. Did not successfully dodge.
Hey.
Where's Oz? There he is. Are these guys already gone? Oh my goodness. It wasn't on combat mode. Whoopsies. Oh, you're Electro too. Goodness. Rude.
No sign of Kinotilla or where she's gone. There's only this fellow here. Is it a puppy?
Oh, no, it's this puppy.
That said, it doesn't seem to want to attack us anymore. That's a first for a Rift Hound, huh?
Also, a Rift Hound can access this little world? Where are we? Are we in the abyss?
It looks like it wants to say something to us?
Not that we can understand it anyway. We shouldn't get too close, just in case.
Wait, is Paimon seeing things?
What do you see, Paimon?
Oh, it's a puppy. What's an ordinary little doggy doing here? Where'd that Rift Hound go? Vega, take a look. Is there something wrong with Paimon's eyes?
It might be the Rift Hound. Anything can happen in a dream. Is this a dream?
Is it trying to tell us to go through that passage over there? Judging from its reaction, Paimon guessed right. Who knows where that's gonna lead, but we weren't able to find Kinotilla anywhere, so maybe she did leave via that way. And it looks like there's no other route we can take, so let's just try it and see what happens.
How much time do I have? Oh, great! Not a lot. Well, let's take this rift, I guess. I still don't have a teleporter into here. Do you think I'll still be able to access this place from that book? Wow, it's huge! There's all these chests and there's all these challenges. What did that say? Where are we?
Huh. We came right back. Or maybe we never even left?
Oh, I sure hope I can go back there because there's so many challenges and chests in there.
Oh, you had the same reaction as I did, Paimon. Kinotilla! We were looking all over for you. Paimon kept calling out for you, but you never responded. That place was so dangerous, but you just ran all over around the place. Just ran around all over the place. Dangerous? The place we entered was so serene and peaceful, like a beautiful garden.
Wow, that is so interesting. She had a completely different experience. Was she in a different place, or was she just on a different layer of reality? Or was that place simply hospitable to her, in a way that it wasn't to us?
Huh? But all we saw was rubble.
That's odd. I kept looking for you two back in that previous space. There were big trees and flowers everywhere, so I got lost. She definitely just saw something completely different.
Fortunately, I followed the sound of a bird, then found a golden butterfly, which brought me up on top of the garden. What about the Rift Hound? We saw you and a Rift Hound? Oh, right! The Rift Hound even turned into a dog. Now it just feels like Paimon is talking nonsense. I saw a little dog too. On top of the garden, there was a cute little dog that nodded at me and helped me open the way out. I thought you both had gone somewhere else to play, and that I didn't need to worry, so I just came back here. And you? What did you discover?
We found another page.
Right! We found this inside. Though we don't know if it'll be useful, it also looks like a page from this book.
Oh my god, do we get a secret fourth page? You put it in, we get more stuff. The butterfly. It's the golden butterfly.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I can see golden butterflies flying out from the page, just like the one I saw in the space before.
Never mind solving anything. We've got even more problems on our hands now. Seems like you really did see something completely different in that space.
If that space is the future predicted by the author, then why did you see a garden?
Just thinking about that makes Paimon's head hurt.
True. That is an excellent point. But I was very happy inside. I didn't even think about those questions. Maybe that's what the book was trying to tell me all along. Even if we perceive differently, if we can communicate our feelings to one another, maybe the essence of things doesn't matter that much after all. Paimon wouldn't say that we had a great time in there, but if you figured out things for yourself, good on you.
Still, that place is pretty sketchy, and we don't have any clues as to what's up with that prophecy either.
Speaking of the prophecy, this book makes it sound really scary, sure, but what if the things I saw were the real future? After all, such things aren't set in stone, are they? Yeah, I'm wondering if she saw a different possible future. And since the book mentions other ways to enter that space, we may be able to figure this book and its prophecy out if we find them. And then maybe we can meet there again, in that space.
It might be better if we just meet in reality. Also, can I tell it, don't go running around in that space anymore.
Read. Decipher page. Okay. I think read will take us back to that place. Decipher? Oh. Oh my god. I have so many. How much time do I have? Not a lot. Let's talk to Canatilla.
Since memories can be made into books, if we reverse that logic, books can also be written directly into memories. What is it? Is there something you'd like to ask?
About the Book of Revealing?
No matter how I think about this, converting memories into books is quite the incredible deed. The creator of this book must have only been able to do this because they view the emotions in their memories as the most precious thing in the world. That doesn't change how difficult its contents are to parse, though.
And you had another one. I've got a new page with me.
Ooh, if you found one or more pages, just put them inside the book. Let's see what happens.
Okay, okay. Let's just keep doing this and, like, as many as we can, basically. Man, this reminds me of, Watatsumi. A similar thing happened over there. Animatic page 7. Nope, sorry, 12. 3 agents have been absorbed to date? Useful skills gained? Discovered from their memories that, regarding the Order's existence, the Court of Fontaine has officially... Okay. I mean, this reminds me of, the Oceanids and how they can combine their knowledge. But it also reminds me of primordial water. Oh dear. Very interesting mechanism. With the right organ, consciousness can be transplanted. Huh? Has the knowledge to operate the mechanism, understand the general idea after absorption that other than an experimental model, all operated on a simple logic tree. An interesting attempt, but the path he chose was regrettable. Renee would definitely think so? Jacob got emotional because he does not wish to oppose the guillotine's siblings. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. Now, like, I'm not going to be able to think of Jacob, big scary guy. Now I know that he's actually super emotional. Wow. You can't scare me, Jacob. Declined, of course. Elaine Guillotine said before leaving that it seems that there's no going back. Alas, he is only a genius when it comes to machines. In all other things, he is but ordinary. He does not understand the future. He does not even realize that we hit the point of no return long ago. I, however, will create the future, and there will be a place for him and Mary Ann Guillotine in it. Most of the content has dissolved and is beyond comprehension. So, is this world headed towards the apocalypse? Oh my god, and look! There's a book now! So I can go to the place, I bet. Oh my god. Are we here to stop the apocalypse? Because this is the thing I'm thinking about. Here. Voiceover. I've got some more stuff, apparently. I wonder what I got. Scroll. Ooh. Oh, a bunch of Fontaine things. That makes sense. Okay, how much time do I have, dear Banner? 20 minutes. Ah, I want to be out of here before then. Just, you know, story. Where was it? Where was it? I swear I saw... Oh god, I always lose this thing. Wait a second. This is so mysterious. Where is it? Where is it? I swear it was around here somewhere. Oh, now that we're out, we gotta look at Renee's notes. No. No. Wait, it was down here? Renee. There they are. Okay. Okay. So there's nothing in the notes about symbols, but I also wanted to look at Rift Wolves. Living beings? Are they living? Haley Churls? Nope. The Abyss. Oh, they're under the Abyss. So they're definitely from the Abyss. Okay, cool. So they follow the encroaching abyss to devour the elements. Ooh. A beast with monstrous blood that is capable of eroding the boundaries of the world. Gold classified them as Alphisol. They follow the encroaching abyss to devour the elements. Fortunately, there are few of them left now in this world. And they have similar properties to Elinas? Oh, Elinas. In times long gone, when giant monstrous beasts descended, Large swarms of these hounds would go before them to deliquesce the borders of the world and open the way. So do you think Elinas arrived during the Cataclysm? Oh, poor Elinas. I love Elinas so much. Wait, what? They were created by gold? They do display certain biological behaviors similar to those of real wolves. Perhaps they feel jealousy towards their next of kin and dream of replacing them someday. Gold, you made this thing? Why? Was Gold experimenting with abyssal energy? What for? So cool looking. Is it just... But the other ones didn't say anything about that. Was it just that one that they made? Nope, never mind. Capable of eroding the boundaries. Once upon a time, they ran riots across the continent. But they went extinct for a time due to resistance and mass hunt. Recently, however, they have re-emerged. The pack of black wolves that now threaten Springdale and Wolvendom are such creatures. Huh? You know what? I have run into these in Mondstadt before. I think I saw them from a distance. Wow, that was a memory unlocked. It was like on top of Wolvendom. It was in an area that I never go to. So are any of these naturally creating? Okay. Are any of these naturally created, or are they all made by gold? Hailing from a dark world, the ruler of the Black Wolves has the power to call upon his followers. The Wolf Lord has no name. It was one of Gold's unintentional creations. And that is why he's obsessed with invading worlds that do not belong to it and making a name for itself. Ooh. Interesting. Also, I keep saying about the descent, and the descent of these beasts really makes me think the abyss is above us. But the game is also trying really hard to prove that the abyss is not above us. Okay, we've got 8, 5, 11, 6, 4. Let's start with 4. I've been assigned to Elaine's lab. That guy only likes the things he can figure out completely. If this were a novel, he might be the type of villain who becomes a crazed serial killer just to figure out how the human body works. But he doesn't seem even remotely fazed about such statements. On the contrary, he spoke to us about the similarities and differences between humans and machines, and between artificial intelligence and personality. Uh-oh, this is bad. At this rate, he might really turn into a villain like that. I was disappointed to discover that quality of the people from the Institute is worse than I expected. I expected the people here to be smarter and more open to new ideas than those in high positions outside. The reality has been infuriating. Or perhaps, it would be more appropriate to call it incomprehensible. It stands to reason that a research institute with such vast resources should possess the greatest talent. Elaine's assistant isn't very good, a little stupid even, but at the very least, he is not hostile and doesn't fear us. Hey, if that's the assistant whose notes I've read, be nice to him. I like him. I am unable to get the research resources I desire for now, but that isn't a bad thing. Jacob has always been fond of watching him take apart pocket watches and other clockwork devices. The direction of Elaine's research on controlled annihilation isn't bad, and it would be very interesting to figure out the nature of Wisa and Numa. After all, as a form of energy localized to Fontaine that has been observed in living organisms, fully researching them might help us understand the difference in nature between the structure of our bodies and that of Carl's. Oh, I remember this. I remember Carl and the difference between their bodies. We learned about that in Conria, didn't we? In any case, I must find a way to win over the people here. Okay, we didn't learn what the answer was, but we learned that they were researching it. I should specify. Though their imagination is limited, and it's unpleasant to say so, they have some influence outside the Institute. Their strength and resources must be consolidated to help them. I can use that book to show them what we've experienced. Oh, the book! Although they say a single piece of evidence is never sufficient, the change in Jacob fills me with hope. If I can make more people accept this kind of change, then it wouldn't matter if we came face to face with the apocalypse. Even if our world couldn't even grow mint, we could still survive. And as long as we can survive, we can revive our civilization. That will be the next topic. He called it a field investigation from the higher-ups, but I think Carter just wanted to take us out to have some fun. I wonder when he got to know Marianne. Though it's quite nice because I haven't seen such a carefree smile on her face for a long time. Same goes for Jacob and Elaine. It's like they were back in the Arts and Crafts Institute. Of course, I was quite happy too. Based on the ruins here, it's likely to be related to the Golden Troop. If that is true, the huge stone figures in the ruins may have significant research value as well. I found a damaged map. It may be useful. I just found out about his physical condition. Seems I cannot continue indulging in mechanical research with Elaine, and I must find a final solution as soon as possible. Or it will be too late. Okay, I really need to read Golden Troop. I'm wondering if those ruins that we almost investigated earlier are the ruins that they're talking about here. That definitely just moved up the priority list. I am really wondering what happened to Elaine and to Renee. Because it seems like it was a long time ago that they were doing their research. That's my guess, because it feels like Gardamex have been in Fontaine for a long time. And if Elaine designed them, it must have been a long time ago. But what happened to them? If it was long enough ago, maybe they just simply died of old age. But if they were Oceanids, wouldn't that make them immortal? And at least I thought Renee was an Oceanid. But then besides that, where did their research go? If they passed away of even normal causes, why is their research not being continued to this day? Especially if they were working so hard to show people why it was so important and the apocalypse that we were headed towards. It seems like one of their solutions was, if we will not survive the apocalypse and we can't stop the apocalypse, then maybe we should change ourselves into beings that will survive. Like what happened with Jacob. So Jacob was probably human or Oceanid or secret third option before, and then got turned into an abyssal creature through exposure to Alinos. So Alinos must have been an abyssal creature. And, I think that's what happened there. Ooh. The seal is slightly above the ground, that's cool. So anyways, I'm sure people didn't respond very well to that idea. But, you know, Renee and Elaine and everyone, they all seem like very level-headed people. I don't think they went full, like the notes were saying, I don't think they went full supervillain about it. I'm sure they would have tried to talk it out if people were resistant to their ideas. That's why they were so determined to show people what they experienced, so people could understand what the danger was. Anyways, I'm just really worried. What happened to Elaine? What happened to Renee? Marianne's still around. Why isn't their research being continued? Okay, anyways, my clock says about 10 minutes until maintenance starts, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop here. As you can probably tell from the timestamp of this video, I do plan to continue though. So I'm gonna go take a break. I'm gonna go eat food. And then we'll pop up right back here again, because I want to finish reading at least those last few pages. And I'll try to do that after the maintenance. Oh, it might be a while. 1 second. Let's go ahead and convert. I need to do my dailies. Just in case I can't continue again today. Okay. I really quickly just turned in my dailies and did my resin as much as I could, at least. At least it won't build up. Yeah, we'll be fine. Okay, so I'm prepared for the maintenance to hit. I'm gonna try to come back here after it's done to finish reading these pages, and then we'll end the episode after that. But for now, that will be all from me. You'll see me in about 5 seconds. Bye for now. And we're back! Welcome back, everybody. Happy patch. Now, an interesting thing happened. A while back, I was given a heads up that I should maybe try to avoid seeing too much information about a new character that was going to be released this patch because it was going to be a spoiler. And, well, about that, the game launcher updated with the patch, and it's kind of hard to avoid looking at the game launcher when I want to start playing the game, and I do believe the game launcher has the new character on it. Now, the good news is, I don't recall when I first got that heads up that the new character was going to be a spoiler, but I imagine it was quite a ways back, because I have definitely learned of this character. That they're going to be playable? No, that's so exciting. Oh my god. The character in question is, well, let's see. Let's look at our just general notifications. Yeah. Yeah, there she is. Ooh, look, it's... Oh, she's cryo. Okay. So... basically... Oh, wait, Shinha? Shinha's here? Oh my god, she's also cryo. Oh, okay, I'm gonna... Ha 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 ha. Wait, this was already here. Why are you talking to me again? Oh wait, another Traveler's Tales? Recommended quests? No! Well, hopefully there's some in, say, Smeru and Fontaine that I can do. Anyways, okay. So long story short, I don't think I can successfully avoid seeing anything about the new character because she's all over the game launcher. Also, she looks incredible. That splash art, beautiful. I have had more recent people telling me to beware her voice lines. So I think the person who messaged me a while back maybe messaged me before I started Fontaine. I don't even remember. But we've definitely heard about Skirk, not only because I read child stories way back when, but also now that I'm in Fontaine, I have heard about her. So I'm not spoiled as to her existence. I do feel very spoiled in that she's going to be a playable character. She looks so cool. Oh my goodness. Spoiled in a good way in that case. And if we do get her, I don't know if we will have to do the trials. I was also going to say I don't have a lot of wishes, but I sure do nowadays, don't I? Yeah, we'll have to do our trials, see if we like her. She has a cryo 5-star. I do like cryo an awful lot, but Shenha's also here. And I know Shenha buffs cryo, but I do have Escoffier who also buffs cryo, so I kind of don't know if I need Shenha. Sorry, Shenha. Anyways, long story short, I think crisis averted, because I already knew that Skirk existed. I'm now just delighted to learn that she's not only is she going to be playable, she is playable. This is great news to me. But if we do end up getting her, a lot of people have warned me about her voice lines, so I will just avoid those until I'm given the all clear, I suppose. But for now, let's take a quick look at some of our notifications, and then we're just going to read these pages and get this whole thing finished for today. Mail? Compensation. Oh my god. What is this? Is that a spoiler if I look at it? What is this? Power of artifacts stems from stories. Thus, sacred or profane writings may reshape them. There is no good or evil inherent in stories. Songs and words may have the power to save as well as destroy, just as believed by the emissary who once conveyed revelations to the holiest of sovereigns, governed the nations on earth and their glory, yet eventually fell from the high heavens. To this day, whether pure or impure, these feathers can still inscribe false revelations and rewrite faded tales, yet the only outcome of defying the world is to scatter to dust. What? It's a consumable? Huh? Stygian Onslaught? Dire Commendation? Or challenge reward? Or you can get it from Gnostic Hymn and Gnostic Chorus. What on earth? Subscription rewards? What? Ooh. Oh, probably because I like pre-registered or something? Did I check in? Ooh. Ah. Okay, sure. Wow, look at that feather! Well, let's go find it. See what it tells us. Also, do I need to do... I do need to do my transmuter, which means I need to do Escoffier's cooking. So I do them on the same day, so I can tell when she's ready to go again. Consumable. Consumable? Consumable. Well, it won't let me consume it from here. Kind of clicking on things, 1 second. And you, of course. You're always hungry. Okay. Neat. Amazing. Beautiful, even. What did I just get? I don't know. Wait, what is this? What's this? You. Miss? Oh, there must be new domains and new echoes. Oh, for Shenha! And for A. Oh! Was this here the whole time and I just didn't know? Or is this a new thing? Don't mind if I do. Well, thank you very much. Let's not look too closely at any of those other ones. Let's just move on from that. Last but not least, notices. I'm just gonna click the... See? Look at her! That's the picture that's on the banner. Not the banner, the launcher. Oh, she looks so cool. I want to do her trial, but is she like... Where is she from? Would she be Nalan? Her trial. Can I do her trial? No, we'll figure that out next time. I can probably do Shenha's. But we'll have to... Oh, she looks so cool! Oh, hello. Alright. Sorry to this random individual. Thank you for your interest. But we are going to, as planned, finish up these pages, and then go to bed. Okay, we've got 4 left. Let's go in order. We've got 5, 6, 8, and what was that? 11. So here's 5. Oh. Oh. Belated little. Okay. Animatic page 5. Elaine made a huge breakthrough. Everyone is discussing Fontaine's energy revolution, but instead of praise, there seems to be more jealousy drifting around the Institute. Although it has nothing to do with me, I'm still furious on his behalf. The adventurer we commissioned found something really valuable. A red gemstone that appeared on the snowy mountains of Mondstadt after the disaster. That's right, we saw some of the Scarlet Quartz, or Crimson Agate, I always get them mixed up, in the Institute, didn't we? Its properties are very similar to the flesh and blood of Elinas. Oh, really? Verified by Jacob. It's supposedly a product of the Great Dragon's decaying corpse, right? In order to reduce confusion, it will hereinafter be referred to as Scarlet Quartz. Did you guys name the Scarlet Quartz as well? Although it generates heat and has the effect of increasing explosive power, the toxins it contains mean ordinary humans cannot withstand it. With the exception of one neo-humans, tentative name like Jacob, and 2 capable of detoxifying it, none have been found yet. I was about to lose my mind, because we know that the Traveler can carry these things perfectly fine. You can use them all over Dragonspine. And I was going to say, oh my god, neo-humans? But no, capable of detoxifying it. That's probably us, because we, in general, can purify things. Another similar discovery is the filth in the great mines of Larua. Right. That's interesting, isn't it? And there was also the oozing muck in the Institute! Oh my god, I love the consistency. Unfortunately, I've hit a snag in my research. The biggest challenge is how to reproduce results. But if I can obtain sufficient resources, I'm certain I can overcome this. At the very least, the idiots on our side still admire, / fear, us. The tricks I put Jacob up to were quite effective. Even though it's quite sad that people from the Institute of... that people from an Institute of Natural Philosophy have somewhat turned into believers, at least I can entrust them with simple tasks. Let's use that name to form a society for now. I'll use it as a means to give them an organization and a sense of belonging. Believers? Believers in what? But Carter is unconscious. I took samples of his blood and skin and got a swift cat's paw to take it to Sumeru to be looked at. Other from observing the problem, the root of the problem cannot be found. It's pointless, absolutely pointless. Conventional medicine is pointless. I must figure something else out. Jacob's proposal is very dangerous. I must give it more thought. You know how last time I said, at least they're not actually turning into supervillains? They kind of are? Oops. Oh my god, this is a long one. Okay. I told Carter everything and had Jacob prove his strength and transformation. I even explained the risks, its historical baggage, and my other objective. To create a second sample that can corroborate the realization of human transcendence via blank, and to derive the holistic character and method from it. Carter isn't very good at thinking scientifically, so I used many examples and methods of emphasis. But he seems to have made his mind up from the beginning. Oh no, is it going to fail and kill him? But this transformation that's mentioned for Jacob, I wonder if he can... I'm assuming that means... whatever he was initially, he was something other than an abyssal creature. And then after this treatment, he began to be able to turn into the form that we met down in Elinas. So, what was he originally? Was he a human? Was he the human that we saw originally? And can he still transform back into that form or no? Still deteriorating, it seems Jacob's successful integration was an extreme case. Or perhaps he's not himself anymore. I can't be sure. I see, so as Carter's condition deteriorates, even as they possibly attempt to give him the same treatment as Jacob, it kind of casts doubts on Jacob's previous success, if it was really as successful as it seemed. I must continue observing. It can't be a waste. It can't be a waste. Or else it will have all been for nothing, utterly meaningless. I got more materials in an attempt to reverse it. All sorts of relics and biological tissue from after the calamity. I even got my hands on extremely dangerous residue. Nothing worked. But I can't give up. He's still alive right now. Very least, in this sense, it can continue. It cannot be a waste. Oh god, poor Carter. He's preserved for now? And further tissue collapse has been prevented? Jacob doesn't tear up at the sight of him anymore, but occasionally Carter's voice is occasionally heard from. And that's the worst. I've tried cutting out the organs where his vocal cords probably are, but they grow back in 1 to 3 days. Oh no! What did Carter turn into? Oh, I hope he wasn't conscious. I hope he couldn't feel that when they cut the... Oh god. Elaine and I have completely broken off our working relationship. It's regrettable, but I don't blame him. The most regrettable part is the previous direction has proved to be ineffective, but it wasn't all for naught. Identifying the errors made was the greatest benefit. Due to the short lifespans, the cost of trial and error is very high. On this account, I must thank Carter. So, I must find a way to save him. I must believe that I can do it. Another thing I gained is members of the society have grown more loyal. Aren't I a talented actor? Is this Renee? Please don't tell me this is Renee. Sort of collapsing under the stress and just... oh gosh. During my discussion with Jacob, I thought of another direction that's worth trying. It may be the solution to everything. Most of the remaining content cannot be deciphered due to the thoughts expressed being utterly incoherent. Oh my god. I have sudden fear, and that fear is, can we find Carter? Is Carter still out there? What horrible thing am I about to get from this chest? Oh god, Primo Gems! Oh god. I'm suddenly very trepidatious about going to the Institute of Research. Oh boy. Oh no. In the expedition to Petrichor and the ruins from before, we discovered origin. It seems that, compared to humans, we, if all return to, transcend. Although anti-intellectual and counterintuitive, the ancients succeeded before. And then incoherence again. I'm worried. Well, I guess if this was originally written by an Oceanid, it feels like... it seems like, compared to humans, we, if all return to, transcend. So, it seems like this person might be saying, if we all return to the primordial sea, we can transcend. You know, compared to humans who wouldn't. Or are they talking about the abyss still? The ancients succeeded before. Who? What ancient civilization succeeded in transcending in some way? I'm not sure. No? Enconomia fell, right? I wouldn't consider that transcending. Very interesting. So Petrichor could be a place of interest. And again, I think they've mentioned the ruins that are on Elinas. Enigmatic page 8. Rather than calling it a sword, it should be called a key. It does not belong to anyone, and it just travels from one hand to the next. The wills of countless people be concentrated. Necessary materials and rituals. Okay, this has the potential to be a very cool, very powerful sword. So long as those wills were, willingly collected and not taken from people via death, you know? It's actually quite interesting. It basically just boils down to a kind of extremely effective witchcraft that takes advantage of the situation. But the reason it is effective is due to the nature of the origin, the primordial. Based on the records, the constituent elements should be a circle of 4 orthents and a tree of emanation. That's the symbol that we saw earlier, isn't it? Flows from the roots toward the center of the circle, and the circle encircles the abstract of... It's akin to pie crust and the filling of the pie, a metaphor sure to excite Jacob. We'll need some suitably sophisticated terminology for the layman. Because, yeah, they're basically starting a cult now, so they need to keep their prestige. That's the vibes I'm getting, I'm not gonna lie. Found the ancient seal's general location. If the records are accurate, we should be able to confirm the specific site. We should also be able to determine the locations of the 4 constituent elements, or as long as we find one, we can calculate all other nodes. We arranged for members of the society to visit several candidate locations. We should be able to find traces of water and channels of higher quality and density. This is just hilarious now. The secrets that ancient civilizations so carefully guarded. What a joke. Turns out we've already been through the same countless times in our youth. The slate replica we discovered supported the calculations. As the prelude to the apocalypse, the sea will. As for rumors about us and opposition to the society. Then incoherence again. Now that's interesting. This is just hilarious now. The secrets that ancient civilizations... Is this the secrets that ancient civilizations so carefully guarded? What a joke? So are the secrets the joke? I'm guessing the secrets are the joke and not the care with which they attempted to guard them. Because turns out we've already been through the same countless times in our youth? So the secret that you sought, you've already experienced, you've learned? Countless times. The slate replica. And then it's talking about the apocalypse. As the prelude, the sea will. So the sea is rising, and that's the prelude to the apocalypse. Well, I guess Tevat's coming to an end. This is stressing me out. I thought that we had time to get through Fontaine and Natlan and Shneznaya and find our sibling, but no. This world is approaching the apocalypse, apparently. And nobody else knows? Why does nobody know? Oh, hello. Animatic page 11. Shall be the passage between the primordial and the present. Deconstruct and reverse its utility and internalize. Use to fully master. Matrimony of chemistry, bonding of the elements. Circular ruins. Forest in the mirror. Send Lyris? Princess Lyris? And Jacob, too. Most of the content has dissolved and is beyond comprehension. Oh my god.
Is this an answer from this world?
I think I'm actually speechless. This is... Oh my god. What this has instilled within me is a sense of urgency that I never previously felt in regards to just the state of Tevat in general. You know, there's a lot of history here. There's a lot of, you could say, politics between the Archons, the people, the Archons and other Archons, the Archons and other gods, the Archons and the Sovereigns, and then the whole thing with the Shades and what's up with Celestia. And I thought it was kind of like a really interesting and important puzzle, because whatever is going on with all those different parties will definitely affect this world and the people within it, and I care a lot about this world and the people within it. But I didn't realize we needed to urgently solve the questions of the nature of this world and its fate. You know, when I think about the people who are trying to change fate, I think about people like the Abyss. And when I think about people trying to change the world, I suppose I think about people like the Fatui, who either want to reshape this world or leave to an entirely new one. And so again, learning what's truly going on with fate and this world has significant implications for those groups, and therefore for our own story, because we intersect with both of them, and for, you know, the safety and happiness of our friends and family, because again, everyone intersects. I love it. It's so well put together. But I didn't realize it was so dire. Oh god, I'm like worried now. This is so cool. This was so well done. I'm like... And I feel that urgency because we've been looking into these histories and these stories our entire time here. And now that we have somebody doing research into the exact same thing, and then using that research to write predictive models, and those predictive models say, hey, everything's doomed, I feel the urgency because we have seen those same patterns. And so if this person says, hey, I saw these patterns and I was able to extrapolate them out into almost certain doom, I say, oh god, I see those same patterns too. I am now also worried about certain doom. Have I seen the math? No. But I trust that these guys were at least onto something. People give up their lives for this. People lost their minds for this. I am wondering, why were so many of them deteriorating physically during this process? You know, the assistant and Carter. Is Carter the assistant, do we think? Oh god, I hope not. I really liked the assistant. Was that Elazar that was reaching them? I was wondering that with the assistant back in the Institute, even though we're over here in Fontaine, obviously, not Sumeru. Or is that because they were Oceanids and this environment was becoming less and less hospitable to Ashenids, because nowadays there's supposedly no more Ashenids left in Fontaine, right? Except for the 1/2 that we met. Wow, this was so cool and so concerning. I love it. And I love how it ties back in. Oh, excuse me. I love how it ties back into the prophecy as well. Because I'm guessing what those prelude to the apocalypse warnings were that had to do with the sea. I'm guessing it's the sea rising, like is happening in Fontaine. And, let's see if I can put you over there. Yeah, so I'm really interested in getting back to the Archon quest and learning more about what is happening. Are we all doomed? Is there anything I can do about this? So, that was amazing. I think this wasn't even one of the world quests I set out to do today. We got this quest because we were, I wanted to pick up one in Meru Sea Village. And I thought that talking to, Kenatilla would just be a little friendly conversation, get her name, move on from there. No, this was, oh my god. Anyways, I loved that. That was super cool. I want those things to go away. There we go. So, I'm so glad we did that before moving on. What an amazing little world quest. I'm in love. Ah. There was so much information packed into those pages. I wrote down a lot, but I'm certain a lot of things will make a lot more sense in like 2 Archon quests, 5 Archon quests, 6 Archon, like after, I don't know. I love how these quests just keep becoming more and more relevant as time goes on. We've seen that with past quests already. I have high hopes for this one as well. Oh boy, yeah, I think that's all my thoughts for now. I definitely want to learn more about the symbol that we saw on one of those pages. I'm gonna have to review everything. Oh god. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rewrite my notes, organize them a little bit more. I am so excited for these things to pop up immediately and become relevant again. Like, if I looked at Renee's notes again, would I be shocked? Let's see, Jacob, Mr. Carl, Blank. The power of Kavarna is actually more similar to Blank. Could that be... No, I was gonna say primordial water due to this assimilation, but no, I don't think so. Because we know that primordial water dissolves, but not whatever materials, it's just certain people. And we don't know about assimilating power. Projected into this world. This is so cool. He sometimes cries in secret. Is that about Jacob? Because we've known now that he's very emotional. Man, just what happened? I mean, we've started to see the beginnings of what happened in these horrible, terrifying notes. To turn Jacob into such a jaded person, I suppose you could say. No cares left, whatever it takes. Fountain of Lucine. Oh, I still need to go to the Fountain of Lucine and listen to it. Man. I'm so excited to learn more about this research and all these people and what they found. I sure hope there's more information. I want to go to the Fontaine Research Institute so badly and to learn more secrets, but I'm also terrified we're going to run into the existence that was once Carter and it's going to scar me for life. Anyways, that'll be all for today. On that happy note, I leave you. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Man, I want to discuss these theories with everyone, but I just... because I hope there's more to discover, I have to assume that you guys know more than me at this point, so... One day I'm super excited to discuss this information and these theories with everybody. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you also to our Patreon supporters, J. Blakewood, Kunosard, Power of Chaos, Mary, Edu, Gibrilia, the Loyal Servant of Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, Ruru, and Alovar Anonymous patrons. I'm obsessed with this. I'm gonna have to reread this like 50 more times. I don't know. I'm supposed to move on with my life? Goodness gracious. This was so cool. I love world quests, actually. I'll see you in the next one. Bye now! Do you think there's more pages out there?